Almost did it again. For you guys who aren't familiar with StreamYard, every time I go to start a video, because I'm on said Stevie's account, it wants to play his intro. I think I've already done it once. I think I played Mattisfaxion's intro once. So, yeah, it'll probably happen again, too, just so y'all know. But I always have to remember to turn that off. Not that I'd care. They're both pretty damn good intros. They're not like us. They're not like us. Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that for a minute, Drew. I was confused about all the anger. I mean, yeah, just the anger, not the, hey, I didn't like the halftime show. I mean, I get that. I didn't like when The Who played the halftime show. Not a fan. No halftime show is ever going to reach the pinnacle that Prince did when he did it. But it just brought up got me to thinking a lot of just social topics in general. But and how not everything's made for us. Not everything's for us. That don't mean you have to hate it or talk shit about it. It just wasn't for us. What up, Buck?
I'm gonna talk shit.
I know you are.
What's up, all?
I mean, I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan necessarily. But
Are we really bringing that up right now?
Yeah, I just thought it was stupid.
I thought we weren't getting political up in this bitch.
It ain't got nothing to do with political. I'm just talking about
the whole thing was fucking political.
Well, see, I didn't get that part because I'm not a fan of Kendrick Lamar, so I didn't pay any attention to the halftime show. However, that doesn't mean I hated the halftime show. It just wasn't.
I mean, all you had to do is watch it visually and listen to Sammy J, and that's enough to catch most of it.
Right, and I heard his parts, but I wasn't offended by anything. I didn't care.
Well, no, you shouldn't be offended.
Right, it just it wasn't for me. So I just didn't understand people being so mad, man. I've seen worse. I remember the one halftime show I was concerned about. I really thought
the only people who are mad are fucking bigots.
I really expected Lady Gaga to be offensively political when she did, and she wasn't, man. She did a great halftime show. And
that bitch is mad talented.
Some people still talk shit. Man, she did a great job. Talented. Yeah, she did a great job. So, but like I said, nobody's ever going to. There's never going to be another Prince halftime show. That will.
Another what halftime?
Status Prince. When Prince played the halftime show, and it started raining in Miami, and he's out there with his electric guitar, the rain's pouring down over his dancers. That was completely unplanned.
I was sold at Prince, bud. You ain't got to say no more.
And you need to YouTube. Just YouTube Prince halftime show, man. It was nothing will ever match.
Oh, what up, Donna? How you doing tonight, dear?
But that being said, he was probably the greatest music entertainer of all time.
Yeah, 100%. Prince is a beast.
He was just so good at everything that nobody.
Marcel, what up?
Some people say, I know some people will rate Michael Jackson over him, but Michael Jackson can't play every instrument on stage.
No.
He was the greatest musical entertainer of all time.
Donna, his show was good, but I'm giving it to fucking Kendrick on this one, bud.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree, dude. Those dancers in 6-inch heels and literally in a half-inch of water the entire time. It was
right.
But Donnie, it's weird though. I mean, you kind of brought politics. It was actually just a little bit risque in Alabama to be a Prince fan.
Oh yeah, I bet, man, for sure.
It hadn't been that long ago.
Totally. Not only was he not white, but he's also, I mean, that dude will fuck anything that moves if he thinks it's pretty.
At the very minimum, he was metrosexual.
That's what I'm saying. If it's pretty, he's down.
Right.
Well, he thinks it's pretty.
And I remember a lot of friends that I had. My mom wasn't that way. She bought me the Purple Rain album. She bought me Michael Jackson's Thriller when it came out, and we were poor. So the fact that she was able to do that was crazy. But
how the fuck have you slept on Kendrick? You're a head. You're an old head even. How have you slept on Kendrick?
He posted that the day of, and I was shocked. I was like, I'm not surprised that I don't know that much about Kendrick.
That's fucking nuts, dude. Kendrick fueled like most of my partying in my fucking mid to late 20s.
Really? I only know him because of the beef with Drake. And then when I discovered why he had a beef with Drake, because Drake likes to chase after underage girls.
Well, Drake's a joke anyway. The only reason to listen to Drake's music is if you're fucking.
Yeah. You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, Stevie, he's good, man. I mean, listen to his whole fucking catalog, man. It's solid, bro.
I know his fans are, every fan I've ever met of his are extremely dedicated.
I wouldn't say that, but I give that man fucking all the respect I can. You know, like, I don't simp over nobody, but.
Yeah. All
he's fucking mad talented.
All the people that I know that are friends of his are, man, they're hardcore fans.
Oh, Brian, you shush your silly lips.
Kevin Lamar, good raps. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first rap music I ever heard in my life, because it was the first ever played on the radio in the South.
Salt and pepper for me.
That was Beastie Boys, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And then when I went in the Navy.
What's up, Brian?
The last 4 or 5 days of boot camp, you're really done with boot camp. You're kind of in transition. Everything's over. You're just hanging out in the barracks. You've kind of got most of your rights back. They allowed us to
kind of most.
But a guy brought in a radio. I don't even know where. He must have went to the PX and bought it, because we didn't have room to have that shit there. But he brought in a boom box, and they were playing NWA. And there I was,
buddy.
This 18-year-old white kid from Alabama listening to NWA for the first time. And I was like, holy shit, man, what is this?
That's right.
Yeah, and then Eazy-E, man, I was just blown away. I had no idea that music even existed.
Big ups to Mama Bless for raising me right. Yeah, Javon, I am young, man. Like, I remember I actually gave, so my mom's got her best friend, Jeff, and I remember riding around with that dude and her in the Cadillac, and he'd always be bumping fucking Salt and Pepper. And I realized that is what sparked it as a young child. That was the first thing that sparked it in me.
How hot was Lefty,
dude?
God almighty, man. Whew. And I would have fell in love too, because she was violent.
You!
She was violent crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have been all over that.
Javon?
I'll smother your mother and make your sister think I love her. Is that a Kendrick line?
That sounds more like a. Hold on, no, that's fucking Eazy-E.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pretty sure, right? Am I fucking up? Bugsy, am I fucking up?
Well, Bugsy being from Jersey, I'm sure he had access to more of that type of music than I did.
I'm pretty sure that's easy, though. That was his verse, though, I think.
Neil, I don't want to be one of those people and say, "Oh, I'll listen to everything." That's not true. But I've heard a lot of hip hop that I do. I was a big fan of Ludacris. You know, him being from the South. I like that Southern rap. I could just.
Oh yeah, Southern rap. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Bugsy, yeah, buddy. What up? I'll smother your mother. Because I can hear it because he got that high pitched voice.
Yeah. I think rap music has done a lot, though, or at least at one point in time.
doing stuff.
I think rap was doing a lot to bridge gaps. You know,
I mean, part of that's what Kendrick Lamar's about, man. Like uniting gangs and shit like that, making fucking peace in LA and shit.
Yeah, man. If I'm not mistaken, he's like still with his baby mama since high school and hanging out slinging dope and shooting people. Is that right? So it sounds like a pretty good role model to me.
Well, I mean, you can change though. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Zach done come in here and made me have to take my shirt off.
I mean, like, you and I can talk about, like, being good people and all, but you and I have done some piece of shit stuff in our time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I've just done piece of shit stuff because I'm a piece of shit. I've never done piece of shit stuff because because I thought a person deserved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's all over the map, you know.
Yeah, Crispy, I grew up on Hank Williams Jr.
I bet you did.
I had Greatest Hits.
I bet you did.
Greatest Hits Volume 2 is one of the best country albums ever recorded. Yeah. Ice is back. You know, people make fun of that kid, man, but all videos back then were cheesy. All the rap videos were cheesy.
Zach, what's up?
That dude was talented.
He was just ahead of his time for what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was taking advantage. I mean, not advantage, but he was just like, I mean, it was just the wrong time.
Right.
It was too early.
Yeah. I really like
his shit was still half-assed compared to a lot of other people, which is ultimately what killed him. But he was still just too corny, too early.
Well, his stuff was just easily digested commercial rap.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking
about. But all rap.
No hate. I mean, I give him fucking credit for putting himself out there. Shit.
I've heard several rappers say if you can't sell CDs to white kids in the suburbs, you ain't gonna get rich.
Well, yeah.
So he knew what he was doing.
Called capital.
Half empty, or you just
Javon, Milli Vanilli greater than Billy Ice Kid. What the fuck?
Are you empty and you've just added half to your name?
Who?
Half empty.
Oh.
There's a guy, he's actually got a knife order in with me that comes on here. His name's Empty. I just saw Half Empty, so I'm wondering if it's the same.
Donna, Ice-T came and spoke at our fucking down by our high school. It was dope.
Like I've said many times before, Donnie, you know who the original person was that bridged that gap in the South?
What's that?
Was a wrestler named the Junkyard Dog.
All right. No, you never told me that.
Many a white kid, he was their hero when their dad probably wouldn't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody's asked me before if my dad was racist. My dad told racist jokes and stuff, but he was such a piece of shit that he wouldn't be dedicated to anything. You know what I mean? Like somebody asked, was your dad in the Klan? But my dad didn't have enough honor to be a part of anything, much less the Klan.
No, I got you.
Yeah. Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's just weird that some of those people,
that's right, Jeffrey.
Some of those people who were instrumental in that don't get any credit for it. You know, like he was the first, and then after him it was B.A. Baracus, Mr. T. You know, that made it. You know, was a bunch of little kids' idol. You know,
oh yeah, for sure.
They don't really get credit for that. It's just politicians and some chick that sat on a bus down in Montgomery.
Wow.
That's a Cat Williams joke. He said it. He said,
I know it.
All that bitch did was back down.
But, I mean, it's different coming from Cat Williams than it's coming from your shirtless ass.
My shirtless, bald-headed, white ass, yeah. Looking like a skinhead in your shit.
I mean, yeah.
I actually stood there at the bus stop she was at.
No shit.
Yeah, it's just like 2 doors down from, I always forget the name. I think it's Jim's Hot Dogs. Jim's Hot Dogs was it was a very popular place during Prohibition because they served alcohol.
Nice.
That's where Hank Williams Sr. sat and drank himself to death before he got in the Cadillac. That's where he left there, got in that Cadillac, and was on his way to Nashville, I think, when he died in the back seat.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. All right.
I sat in the booth that Hank Williams Sr. sat in. And then just when you walk out the door, you can see the bus stop where Rosa Parks sat on the bus.
Damn.
I told Stevie about it. He went by there. And I don't think he got to go in, but he went by there and saw it. Yeah, Jim's Hot Dogs. That's right.
Josh 3 or 4, real as shit. You'll see tonight.
And Jim's Hot Dogs reminds me of, you guys remember the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld? It was that, when you go into Jim's Hot Dogs, you're not allowed to stand there and read the menu.
Right.
You better know what the fuck you want when they yell at you, because you got to order right then.
Nice.
Or they'll pass you up.
There's a fucking donut joint by my house that's like that.
often. I'm trying something different tonight. I'm not hardwired. I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Jack me in, bro.
So I'm curious to see if I get buffering, because I got to thinking about it. I'm always plugged in when it happens, so I'm going to try it on the Wi-Fi. See if it's any better. That was a nice half-empty's answered again. Did you ever say?
Donna Dolly Parton is a national treasure.
Yes, she is. Dolly Parton could probably easily ran for office and won. She easily
could have.
Yeah. How did she become like the
one moon?
How did? And I'm not asking this in sarcasm. I'm just curious. I've always wondered how she became like the official, not spokesperson, but like the figurehead for the gay community.
Because she's just down to fucking not have people get fucked over.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. That's how I view it. What up, Cole? Javon Big Milkers, duh. Mommy!
Was never affected by those big milkers. I'm not a big milker guy.
Me neither. You and I are on the same page, Shane. We always have been.
Yeah. Let me grab a couple of things I was going to show. Just to,
Most common quote between me and Shane. I can fix her.
Yep. I can make her a good person.
That's right. Woo, shit, people. Take old bitties, yeah. I mean, it's too much. I'll take it, but it's too much.
I just got notice from Paul.
Eggs and ham eggs, my brother. What up, dude?
I've got to do just a little more touch-up work, a little more chamfering. The edges aren't sharp. I chamfered them some, but that's the jungle carbon fiber.
Nice. Which night is that? The Joke Wolf or is that the?
Yeah, that's the Joke Wolf.
Yeah.
Now, just so you guys know, I thought about that when I posted the picture today.
That looks good, man.
I forget what this is called.
Bump.
Yeah, now there's a word for it.
I don't know.
Most of them do not have this. This was
exactly.
From Paul. The Jack Wolf knife has a pretty much straight handle that gets a little fatter.
You got a nice finger grip choil, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I added this at Paul's request. But
howdy, helpful gadgets.
I wanted to show y'all a size comparison between
is that the Thug?
And the Thug, yeah.
Dude, I still haven't cut out your knife. I feel like an asshole, but I will. I promise soon.
I'm not in a hurry, dude.
I know. I've been fucking swamped, bro.
I may be a couple of weeks away from putting handles on it.
Oh, dude, I've just been busy and haven't got to it. I'm sorry.
This one's a local order.
Nice.
It don't show up good on camera, man, but this is cobalt blue.
Oh, that's blue? That's blue?
Yeah,
it looks black as a motherfucker right now.
It's a really pretty up close.
I mean, it looks cool black, but I bet it's even cooler fucking blue.
Yeah, it's a really pretty cobalt blue. But I was worried that nobody would like what I was doing there, but
that's right, A cups all day.
Luckily, I had a local sale, and he loved it. So I wonder why. What if I can change the light temperature? If it'll change. It kind of shows up blue under that lighting.
Oh, only in the glare. Yeah.
But anyway.
Maddie, what up, you glizzy fucking fiend? Mima, good evening.
So I got the Kydex made for it. Has really good retention, but it doesn't pop. I can't get them. I can't get them to pop.
Shane?
What?
I fucking suck at making Kydex sheaths.
I've
made like fucking 60 of them, and I fucking suck at it. I don't care. I will admit that. It sucks to make.
Tight, but I'll
make them look nice, but they fucking suck. I don't care.
I'd rather be tight than fall out. But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just not good at it. Everybody gets that nice plop, and it like just it pops off. It's all nice and snappy. My shit is not like that.
Yeah, I think what it is if you don't really have a and you can't create it if you don't have a genuine passion for something.
And I don't. I fucking hate making them. I hate every fucking moment of it.
I'm the exact, and I tell everybody that.
Me too. I'm super open about it. I'm like, this sheet's gonna suck, but I'll make it.
I make sure it won't fall out. You can wear it upside down.
Yep. Oh yeah, it'll stay in there, but it's not nice to use.
Snap and it shoot across the room bullshit out of me.
No, I can't do that now.
Yeah.
I don't have the care in me to dial it in like that. Literally everyone has right, Dr. Drew.
That's right. Yeah. Woo. I will say,
Matt, I didn't see you in here, buddy.
He will forever be Drizzy, but I don't miss having to type in doctor when I'm
Brian, that makes me and probably Shane feel good that you're saying the same thing we are, because you're a little more like, you can dial in on some shit a little more than my zany brain can. And if you don't get it, man, I get it, man, because I don't fucking get it.
Yeah. Well, it took me forever.
Exactly. Fuck
I ordered the wrong rivets, but the rivets that I ordered this time are actually better than what I've been using, because once you compress them, I probably ordered one size longer than I've been using. So now when you compress them, it's hard to tell. It looks about the same on both sides is what I'm getting at.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Like the mushroom is about even.
Right. Yeah. Right. So if you guys looking into making, these are number 9 Kydex rivets. If you're using good Kydex and not that cheap shit off Amazon,
right,
the number 9s are the way to go. I probably could have. All my previous ones have been number 8s, but
have you messed with any of the other shit?
Huh?
Have you messed with the other stuff? Like there's also like Bolteron, and then there's another. It's kind of like Kydex. It's like the same thing, but it's different.
I'll tell you all this, man. I've got a buddy of mine that's made a not just a living, but he's made himself comfortable making Kydex. He owns Holster X.
Oh, okay.
You can buy Holster X now. The general public
making holsters has to be a pain in the dick.
Oh, it's a very high-tech process. You can buy them now. Used to, the only people who can buy them were military and police, because they were only available on PLOC's military and police side. But he will tell you, he's like, man, I make Kydex holsters, and I'll tell you, Kydex is fucking garbage. He's like, Kydex has never been and never will be as good as leather. And if you're worried about...
I mean, retention-wise, maybe, but...
Right. He said if you're worried about retention, then injection molding, people treat it like it's lesser. He said, but injection molding is way better than Kydex. And he makes a living off Kydex.
No, I feel you. I mean, I've made some I like making leather sheaths, but I fucking don't like making it because it takes too much fucking time.
John, I've watched several people make Kydex.
Donna.
You can watch it all day long, but the thing is...
I get willy-nilly with it. It's not my fault. It's just there.
The thing is, it's different on every knife design you do. Like where you want that retention to happen, and it's hard to translate watching somebody make Kydex for their knife to your knife, because anybody can heat it and press it.
Well, yeah.
A child could do that.
Yep.
But figuring out exactly where and how far.
How to grind it. And some people, like, they make blocks to mask certain things off, so there's a gap when it forms.
Yeah, I don't get to see.
Yeah, I don't do that shit either.
I don't either. Yeah, to be honest, Donnie, as you can tell, the Kydex came all the way up to here.
Yeah, and then you shave it down. Yeah.
I simply take my heat gun and I point it right here till I can pop the knife back out, and then start cutting it away. I just use the heat gun to relax it enough to get the knife back out. And I'm sure that's probably not how I should be doing it, but
I can't tell you one way or the other, bud.
It's not a fucking leather sheath. Yeah. 3D printing. Yeah, it probably is, Jeffrey Dawson. You're probably right. And that's the thing, if I could ever get one model to sell well enough where I could have my scales laser cut. If the scales were laser cut, then it would be super easy to 3D print a Kydex sheet for it.
Yeah.
But because
they'd have to be the same every fucking time.
Right, every scale, every thug I've made is different. What up, Big Earl?
Man, you're built different, that's for sure. What up?
That's the old E, man. Bring me some food.
What we eat?
Terrible pizza.
Excellent. Is it fucked?
Is that some?
Yeah, pretty fucked.
Is that some artisanal pizza?
It was supposed to be.
What happened?
I fucked up the dough and it's all like weird and gummy.
Oh.
So the fork there is so you can scrape off the top and eat all the cheese.
I'd probably eat it gummy.
He was trying a new sourdough fucking recipe and it got weird.
Yeah.
Donna
I bet
says,
it still tastes good.
What up?
I bet it still tastes good, don't it?
Oh, it's gonna taste good.
Yeah, the texture's kind of fucked, but the flavor's good.
It's experimental, you know.
My favorite
Eggs, I'm gonna eat it, bud.
My favorite pizza outside from like a really good restaurant is fucking Hunt Brothers at a gas station. So I'm not super picky. I love the flavor.
I mean, we got a gas station, Casey's gas station around here. They make this breakfast pizza. It's pretty good, man.
It's sausage gravy.
It's dirty as fuck, but it's so good.
Do y'all know this guy right here on the screen?
Yeah.
You know who that
Oh,
is?
like a starter?
Yeah.
I've never heard the term mother dough, but I do use a starter and shit.
Ernie's the sourdough dude. He's got starters in a cabinet, like a whole bunch of them. He's feeding them. They're all weird. They yell at us. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I can make a loaf of sourdough just fine. This pizza crust.
That dude's a professional chef, so he can point you in the right direction. Casey's bacon breakfast pizza is bomb.
Donna, what do you mean by Persian?
Like cuisine.
Oh.
I'm on board. I've never had Persian.
All right.
I may have had like a Persian dish and didn't know about it, but
I was thinking blade shape. My bad.
Did all y'all see that layout that Papa Rhino had for the Super Bowl?
Donna said pre-bake your crust. What's that?
Did y'all see that layout that Papa Rhino was cooking for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'd have wore a cheese.
One of these days, I'm about to drive out to that dude's house just to eat.
Yeah. I'm not allowed out there.
Eggs, dude. Ernie makes some banging sourdough, and it's been like a 2-year process. He's got it pretty dialed in. You know, we'd had some ups and downs, but fuck, man, some of it's super good, bud.
yeah, I do like a garlic cheddar one. It's pretty.
I'd like to learn sourdough just because I've learned that in the prepper community, don't have me I get this wrong, but they pre-make part of it in jars.
Yep.
Because it doesn't go bad, and they just take the jar down and add a little something to it, and poof, they can make bread.
And poof.
That's right. Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
hood magic, and you got some bread.
Yeah, but they can have it all pre-made and ready to go. I don't remember what all they have to add to it, but they put it in a jar and let it. I don't know. The yeast does something. I can't.
yeah, it just kind of sits there and.
Jeffrey, fuck
Does
that,
its own
dude.
thing.
Use it, man, and figure it out. It's never the same, man. I use my mom's recipe that was her mom's recipe for a bunch of stuff, and it's if you eat it, you're like, oh yeah, I see mom's in there, but it's still a different thing. Like it'll never be the same thing, man. You just got to make it your own, and you just got to work it out.
Like we were talking about with the
Kathleen, what up?
the Chinese making their own version of our steels. Even if you had your mom's cake recipe,
It ain't your mom's cake. Or meatloaf especially, man.
Yeah.
Nobody likes any meatloaf except their moms.
I really ever eat. The only way I can eat meatloaf, I have to be sitting at the table and you take it out of the oven.
Ernie's always feeding that bitch, Papa.
You have to take it out of the oven, slice it, and put it on my plate, and me eat it right then. If it sits for a half an hour, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm that way about
What?
meatloaf.
Oh yeah, meatloaf. Oh well, it depends. Why does Ernie look like a really young Santa? I mean, he's got gifts for you, but I don't know if you want them.
He kind of looks like he might be Sid Stevie's kid.
Dude.
What if we found out
What up?
Stevie?
I'm gonna go whoop some of this down.
All right,
Good to see
brother.
you, boys.
Yeah, but But I can eat meatloaf right out of the oven, but I ain't eating it like
Eggs, yeah. If you overdo it, it's not good, man. Soft and melt in your mouth, exactly. Just like butter. Just.
yeah. And if I cut it and go to take the piece out, and there's not like a thin puddle of grease underneath it, I'm out. What's the best thing you ever ate, Donnie?
What's that?
The best meal you've ever ate. The best
meal?
Yeah. Best tasting thing you've ever eaten. I don't care if it's at home, at a restaurant, wherever. Like something that you would eat until you threw up just because it was that good. I can tell you mine while you think. There's a restaurant on Tybee Island off the coast of Savannah, Georgia, that serves this bacon-wrapped, crab-stuffed giant shrimp on a bed of artisanal cheese grits with hollandaise sauce drizzled across the top of it. That is by far the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. And I sent Joe from Lancelot Leather to that same restaurant, but I don't remember what he had.
You know, there's a bunch of shit I want to say because I got a mad sweet tooth and there's a bunch of sweets that I could eat until I died and it'd be fine. But what it really is, Shane, if you break it down to that, there is a local restaurant that also has taco trucks. It's El Reyes. It's a Mexican restaurant. And they have a beef cheek burrito. And it normally comes with like beans and rice and a bunch of other shit in it. But you can order it with just cheek and cheese. And it's like fucking this big around. And it's just like greasy, supple cheek meat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could eat that till I die.
I got you. Speaking of food trucks, my second favorite thing, and I nearly went broke in the Navy. There was this food truck that used to pull up to our unit on base. It was this Mexican man and his wife.
Stevie, look at this loose ass neck.
His wife did all the cooking.
Yeah.
And they would come around 10 o'clock in the morning, and she would make me a bacon, egg, and cheese on sourdough.
Ooh.
I couldn't stop. I mean, $5 a day. Yeah, I mean, when you're in the military, you can't afford that shit. But I couldn't not buy it. It was that good. Cheeto has a
El Reyes, yeah, I don't know eggs if they're in other places, but yeah, Mexican joint around here, they fucking banging. They got food trucks and shit. They have one single restaurant, but most of it's food trucks.
Yeah. Marco, I don't know if Cheeto has a food truck. He's probably worked on a food truck. I mean, like mechanically.
What the fuck?
Mechanically.
That almost, I know, but it sounded fucked up.
Right. But if Cheeto, I can say this, I bet you if Cheeto had a food truck, it would be.
I'd eat there.
Yeah.
Shit. I've talked to Cheeto a little bit about some food. I definitely eat some food Cheeto made.
I'm not a huge fan of any Mexican food. I like some of it, but like I'm not going to pick it over other stuff. My biggest thing, I'm not a fan of chili powder or cilantro. Chili powder or cilantro, either one I'm not big on. So
cilantro is fucking disgusting to me.
I can eat food with that in it. It just, it's not my thing. And if I do eat Mexican food, it's typically Americanized.
Well, yeah. Mimo, we don't put none of that shit in our fucking. Well, we put brown sugar. We don't put no ketchup or mustard in our meatloaf. That's gross.
Rhino, I was 50 years old before I ever ate any hummus. Like hummus in Alabama.
Hummus? Yeah, whatever.
All it is mashed chickpeas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lame.
Seasonings, yeah.
It can be okay tasting, but it's pretty lame.
There's
Kyle, what the fuck? What up, dude?
There's a restaurant in Chattanooga that has this appetizer platter that comes with some. I'm not a huge fan of hummus, but I'm a huge fan of that hummus. It's really, really good.
Nice. Roman, what up? Drinkwater, what up?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dawson, there's not much at Taco Bell that I can eat almost any of it, but I don't really enjoy it. And I have to always order it special, so they fuck it up because I don't like sour cream. And yeah, I'm really more of a Italian food kind of guy. My favorite, almost all my favorites are either seafood or Italian.
Italian food's banging.
Yeah, but you don't eat seafood though, do you, Donnie?
Fuck no, dirty fucking water fucking creatures. Hell no.
Yeah, when you look close at a lobster or a crab, you should question eating that fucking. God, it's good
No,
to me.
fuck that noise.
Short sharp cilantro tastes like soap to me, also.
Yes, me too. Yeah, it's gross. And
And
that's
they
like
say-
a thing. That's a thing in our brains or our something.
Yeah, I've never had grilled octopus.
I've never had grilled octopus. I've had like sushi octopus that was not grilled and it was gross. But grilled might be good. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a crab leg joint here that does all you can eat for $49.99, and I've been asked to leave twice. They've actually added a 50-minute time limit on it now, and they've got it figured out. They only bring them out often enough so that you can't put them in the hole. But last time I went, I made it to the 50 minutes, and I'd ate 26 clusters. So I consider that a win. Mexican seafood it is. Well, now, I will say, if I'm going to eat Mexican food, like if I want a chimichanga, I want it with shrimp. So
Hey, I have had some shrimp I like.
I will say I've had authentic Mexican food in Tijuana. We had some for lunch before the drinking commenced. And I'm not going to say that I liked it any better, but it was definitely a way more of a fresh and not as heavy. Everything was fresher and not as heavy as how they make it here. So I can see where authentic Mexican food is better. Chimichangas are California Mexican food. Probably. Because I know the local Mexican restaurant here that's super popular. Me and a buddy went in there one day. They let us in like 10 minutes before it opened. And most of the staff was still eating lunch. And what they were eating was not on the menu. Like, it was all super fresh looking. And the cheese, it just had it was very light cheese. And it was white grated cheese. It wasn't all this melted shit everywhere like they serve us.
Stevie, I've just never really fucked around with Vietnamese food, man. Like,
I hadn't either.
as far as what you're talking about, it kind of sounds like ramen, and I'm not really big on ramen either, though.
Yourself's 100% correct. California is Mexico, so it's okay. You can't just say that's California Mexican. California is Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, basically all those, California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona.
Banh mi is the shit. My big thing, Papa, is I don't like any.
It's all about the Catijo cheese. So good.
I don't like any vegetable.
Very salty.
I don't like any vegetable that has even been heat adjacent. Like, if you make me a hamburger and put lettuce on it, I can't take the lettuce off and still eat the hamburger. It's all I can taste is the hot lettuce. I can't eat any vegetable hot, cooked, steamed, any of that shit. So that blocks me from eating a lot of like, I see a Philly cheesesteak sandwich and I think, man, that looks fucking delicious. But you take the peppers and onions off of it and it's bland as hell. It's not very good. Banh mi is probably my favorite sandwich. Amazing.
Cotija? Yeah, I was right. Cotija. Very salty, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what banh mi is.
My favorite sandwich is when you make two grilled
Lettuce
cheeses.
is fucking retarded.
When you make two grilled cheeses and use them to make one smash burger, that's my favorite sandwich.
Yeah, dude, me and Ernie make smash burgers like twice a week, man.
Well, you should try it with grilled cheese buns. Grilled cheese on top, grilled cheese on bottom.
Eggs, exactly, man. Like, authentic is banging, but like the way we cook, I mean, we make everything our own shit anyway, with our own twist. So I totally get that. And yeah, hole in the walls, man. There's a spot here, El Rancho. No one speaks English ever. Best food I've ever fucking had in my life. And their fucking pool team smoked our pool team. Like these motherfuckers are just boss all the way around. We're eating tongue sandwiches and getting our asses kicked, and we're loving it. It's great.
Brian can't participate in this conversation because all he eats is Chipotle.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, shut up.
Fucking Chipotle eating Korean guy.
That's right. Donna lasagna, yes.
Brian,
but
what are the
cottage cheese?
What are the really popular Korean dishes? Is Korean cuisine? Is it?
Papa, we're fucking on it, bro. On my bed. Me and Ernie were just fucking talking about how we felt bad about fucking it off and not going to buying some pork belly. We just like try not to leave the house much.
Watch this. I'm going to piss Papa Rhino off. I've been doing Boston butts to make pulled pork lately in my air fryer. I just put the whole butt in the basket, put it in
air
there.
fryer's got its own spot, you know.
4 hours, and then the last.
Shore shop, very much yes.
After 3.5 hours, I take it out, cover it, barbecue sauce, put it back for another 30. Some of the best barbecue I've ever ate. But it doesn't look as good as that shit Papa had laid out.
All right, Donna, right on. I use ricotta.
Eggs, I don't know that I would say Chipotle is the McDonald's of Mexican food. It's at least like the Five Guys of Mexican food, right?
Which ain't too far off, but I'll agree with that.
Oh, I think Five Guys and McDonald's are way far away from one another.
Are they, though?
I think so.
Because they don't have standalone buildings?
No, just because Five Guys is way, way better tasting than McDonald's. Like, I wouldn't trade you one.
All fast food burgers have their own taste. I don't care if you're getting a Runza burger, McDonald's burger, getting a Five Guys burger.
Not the same thing.
It's all fucking bullshit.
But they're not. They're not the same. Five Guys doesn't even have a freezer on the premises. That's hand padded.
You been up in there?
Yeah.
I'd slide.
And look up. They don't have a freezer on the premises. Everything is fresh cooked. Shane, you dirty fuck. Jesus Christ, you get a barbecue pan. I knew that was coming. Dude, I've told all my buddies about my delicious air fryer pulled pork. They all cuss me when I told them about
I bet they do. Yeah, and it's all trash. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like a lot of it, but it's all trash.
I had In-N-Out
eggs, exactly.
1989, and then I went back in like 2009.
Toughest crowd there is, Paul Mills, box up.
And in 2009, In-N-Out was not what it was in '89.
I feel you.
It was good.
Hey, grab a beer. Be right back.
Right. But Five Guys is the best restaurant, whatever you want to call it. It's the best burger I've ever bought. Now, I've had burgers, that my buddies have cooked me on the grill that were better, but in my opinion, McDonald's, Wendy's, Whataburger, none of those are even close. Yeah. This is the thing, though, Papa. I'm not a grill master. So if I tried to cook that Boston butt on a grill, I'd probably fuck it up. So Chipotle was once 90% owned by McDonald's. Okay. Well, see, I'm not a Chipotle fan, Eggs. I just thought they were just a little higher class than McDonald's, though. Stevie, I'd love to try a Dick's burger if I ever get to come to Pacific Northwest. Kyle Kuhnel is apparently trying to piss Papa Rhino off. He's only saying that because his Bengals had their chance and fucking blew it. And keep in mind, Papa Rhino, that was the same Georgia Bulldog defense that beat Kyle's Buckeyes a few years ago that beat y'all in the Super Bowl. See, Donna, I disagree there. Anything you wrap and put on the grill and let it cook in its own juices, I don't want no part of it. I don't like anything that cooks in its own juices like that. And maybe, yeah, use another pan. Yeah, I could do that.
You don't like confit?
Now, the reason I say that is because I have a recipe for pork tenderloin that I do really, really well. And my brother wants to wrap it in aluminum foil and let it steam and cook in its own juices. And my tenderloin fucking smokes his, blows it out of the water.
All right, all right.
Smoker for pork butt, not grill. Yeah. So I don't think I've ever truly smoked anything, Papa. I just grilled it.
I've only cooked pork butt in the oven, and it's banging. I always do a espresso fucking rub on it. It's banging.
Cunt feet. That's what I thought you said too, Stevie. I mean,
Cunt feet. I did say that. That's what I said.
I am kind of a fan of that.
Chicharrones. That's right, Aiden.
I thought you were talking about a food of some type.
I am confit.
I don't know what that is.
Fuck out of here.
Chicharron is delicious. Chicharron. Wait a minute. Isn't chicharrones, isn't that pork skins? Is that the same thing, Aiden? Oh, I understand it makes it tender, Donna, but it makes it taste like ass to me. Yeah.
Enchilada sauce? No.
I can't eat any meat cooked in a crock
Sauce?
pot or
What?
I don't eat roast.
You don't eat pulled pork?
I don't eat any meat that's been boiled. I don't care if you boiled it in water, if you boiled it in its own juices. I don't eat any meat. If there's juices come out of
Will
that
someone
meat,
else tell this dude that he's dumb?
oh, I know. I'm just saying. Everybody has their own taste.
I know it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, Rhino. I can have mine done in 4 hours.
Dan Stan, what up? That's right, eggs.
Half Empty said, good barbecue season is meat church these nuts. Google it, no joke.
Duck confit, fucking chicken confit. So good.
AG, you're missing I'm missing your what, Dan Stan? If it's your comments over here, you're probably right. I'm not great at keeping up. Will you eat a bowl of chili?
Does it have beans? Then fuck no.
I'll eat chili with beans. Don't care, but I only eat it once a year.
Duck coffee? I don't know, Carl. Maybe.
When I make the chili, I take half that packet of the chili seasoning. I pinch it so it can't fall out, and I only add about half of it.
What is chili seasoning?
You know the little packs you buy that's got the chili powder and all that shit?
No, I don't know because
I'm sure because you're too fucking fancy to buy chili mix. You make your own. My point is, whatever your recipe is, I'd probably add half that chili powder. And no, it's not hot. I just don't enjoy the flavor that much of chili powder. I make cowboy beans all the time. That's just...
I like baked beans. I like refried beans, but I don't like beans in my chili.
The large cans of Bush's baked beans.
Yeah, I will eat the fuck out of that.
I put that in a pot with a pound of ground beef,
but I don't like it in my chili.
Right, a pound of ground beef, a half a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and a half pound of smoked sausage cut up in it. That's some heat. Shane will eat a watermelon flavored butthole, but a half hour of slices of meatloaf will. You're right, baby. You're 100% right. But just to be clear,
that's right.
Shane won't eat all watermelon flavored buttholes. I'll say it again: if you're gonna eat a butthole, they have to be prepared for that type of action. Yeah,
ain't nobody getting prepared. Y'all lying.
I like chili without beans also. I like it either way. The beans don't bother me. But I don't eat a whole lot of beans.
I don't hate it, but I prefer it with fucking out.
Right. I don't eat enough beans, so...
Eggs and ham, exactly. It should be a meat sauce.
Yeah. So what, you guys are just talking about...
It's like, chili is basically bolognese to me, but different.
So chili's just some tomato paste and hamburger meat and seasoning?
No, you got to throw the organ meat in there. Come on, dude.
The what meat?
Organs.
I don't know anything about all that.
Oh, fuck. You got to throw a little heart in there. What are you doing?
That's right, chili. Papa, how's it chili with no beans? It's just a stew at that point.
All Mills.
Stovey, are you allowed to say that? Frijoles negros.
Nemo, it depends on how chitlins are cooked, man.
Does that mean black beans, Stevie?
Eggs, you know.
Because I usually add, I'll do both. If it's a big enough pot, I'll do some red kidney beans and some black beans. Only pinto beans and chili.
Heart, liver, exactly, man. Throw whatever you get. Well, anything else you can get in there. You can get some eyeballs.
I'll eat organs. I've just never heard of it in chili.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
But cereal is just cold soups. So whatever I get. He's right. Chili is cold soup. I mean,
Menudo, yeah.
cereal is cold soup. Yeah.
Hey, Roman, yeah.
I wonder at
Chili
what
should be made from your meat scraps, exactly.
I wonder at what point in American history
everything is beef stew. It's just got a little different seasonings, bud.
I wonder at what point in American history all of our food became sandwiches.
All food is sandwiches.
Everything.
All food is the same. Some of it's got chili powder, some of it don't. You know, some of it's got peppers, some of it don't. It's all the same. Italian food is Mexican food. Add peppers.
Nah, there's something way different. Add peppers and chili powder. But I guess chili
I'm just saying, like, a lot of foods are so fucking close, minus a couple key ingredients, that, like, it's all the same.
Yeah. So much nope. So much nope on what, Bugsy? The organs or the beans?
Kyle, don't be a little bitch.
I ain't never seen. That's all Kyle eats is off the kids menu, though. He ain't kidding.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He's over here eating chicken nuggies, talking shit on us for high-end food.
Dino nuggies. He's just like Stevie's daughter. It can't just be a chicken nugget. It has to be.
It's got to be dino nuggies.
Yeah. Papa Rhino, I don't know what you're coming in, but I ain't eating it.
Oh, Dino, there's plenty I won't eat. Thanks to my mom, she catered to my needs.
Exactly what dish are you coming in, buddy?
Cumin. Ernie fucking loves cumin. He just said, "Fuck yeah, bitches."
Oh shit! You better be saying that kind of mess.
His taco seasoning is on tits.
he didn't mean that.
Holy fuck. That's right.
I hope you're at fucking Blade Show this year so we can go get that beef rib, dude.
Wait, who?
Bugsy. I'm hoping he's at Blade Show because I really want to go with him and get that beef rib this year.
Nah, Bugsy, I'm at that shit, bud. Guess where tomatoes came from? Italians didn't start using that shit. Mexicans did first, bud.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm all about the animosity. Bring it on.
Paparano, I like coming too, but you're right. If you do it enough, if the bulk of it, it's gonna smell bad, dude. You can't just let it lay around and ferment.
Bugsy, fuck the beef rib at Fox Brothers. The fatty brisket was where it was at, bud.
I don't know, dude. What? That was the only thing that was. I heard it was good there. Maybe I'll have to try the fatty brisket then.
Kyle, get the fuck out of here, pussy. You eat fucking dino nuggies.
Neil McKenzie said the Italians taught the French how to cook a long time ago. The French screwed it all up. I've never seen anything on the menu at a French restaurant that
Italians ain't got no pastries like the French do, so get the fuck out of here.
Maybe their pastries are good, but I've never seen any main course on a French menu that I wanted to eat. I'm not saying that it don't exist.
Eggs, it really is, bud. But I was serious, man. I'm not serious. I'm not fucking kidding. Fucking Mexico made fucking tomatoes what they are.
It's not going to work, Bugsy. Nobody's going to cook that beef rib like they did. Because I've eaten a lot of beef ribs and never have I enjoyed one. That's the only beef rib I've ever ate.
Dude, Shane, you need to come here and go hit Jim's fucking Rib Haven with me.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, this beef rib, Donnie.
This is Dinah's. This is fucking Flintstone food.
If you closed your eyes, you'd thought you was holding a tomahawk ribeye eating it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It was that good. And it was nearly that expensive. That's Paparano's number one condiment right there. Compaste. cod is interesting. You talking about the fish, like white cod?
Kyle, you're welcome to come on live, speak face to face, voice your opinions, bud.
He
Anytime,
don't
man.
want to do that. He's supposed to
Anytime.
argue yours.
Anytime, bud.
You're supposed to argue yours. On your way
Anytime.
to Omaha, I will take you to get real barbecue.
Half empty. You better come get some gyms, bitch, and fucking learn.
Empty. Please don't tell me it's that mustard-based bullshit.
Fuck no, it better not be no mustard-based bullshit.
I don't even really like the vinegar-based. I want thick, fucking diabetes-causing.
Yeah, you're all about like KC barbecue.
Yeah, that's the shit I want.
Jim's is kind of in between. It's a little more vinegar-based, but it's still got that sweetness to it.
I never did see your answer. Is half empty, or are you formerly known as empty? Had some good barbecue in Charleston.
That's a good call, Kyle. Stay in your lane, bud.
I can see your preppy ass walking around in Charleston, Palmer. Did you drive your Porsche there and get some?
Don, I've made barbecue sauce a few times. It was pretty good, but I won't say it was the shit. Like, I got work to do on it yet.
I agree with Papa on this. Oh, wrong one.
Papa, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, KC barbecue is the best.
If that sauce can't caramelize, I don't want it.
Half empty, then you haven't been here, motherfucker, because we got so many goddamn restaurants.
Half empty, answer me. Are you formerly known as empty?
Half empty is a troll at this point.
Yes, the other empty. Okay, I just want to make sure. Because I've got some.
I'm always going to argue with you, Kyle, but like you're still dumb.
I've been there plenty of times. I've not been to Nebraska or through Nebraska, I don't guess. Wait a minute. If I drove from like Fresno, California to Denver, would we have went through Nebraska?
Nope, not east enough yet. We're directly in the middle.
Okay. Then
we're right after. If you would have kept going, we're right after Colorado.
Okay. Yeah, then I haven't been there. Paparano, I have a slightly different take on barbecue than some of those guys. I like a little bit of chew. I don't want my meat to, like my ribs, I don't want it to fall off the bone.
Oh, fuck that. I want it to just bust.
I want a little bit of chew to it, man.
No, fuck no. Hell no. Fuck
I ain't talking about a damn rubber shoe sole now. I just mean I want it to have about the same, maybe a little softer.
Like you at least got to be able to bite into it.
Yeah. Like if I bite into it, I want to be able to see where I bit into it. Kind of like a pork chop. I don't want it to just be stringy and fall apart. Yeah. Yeah, I like some bark. But bark's tough to nail, man. It's either you either hit it or you just got some black charred tasting shit. But good bark is awesome.
Eggs, welcome to my fucking life, man.
No mush, just a good texture.
That's my life, summed up in fucking one sentence.
That'll do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so dumb I wrote my name wrong on I don't know what he means.
I don't know, something that thinks he's smart for.
I don't mind. I don't want to have to tear it off the bone, but
yeah, exactly. Fall off the bone, but have a good chew. I get it. Not chewy, but have a good chew. Like you can actually eat it.
When I bite into it, I pull it off. You can see that little bit of fatty connective tissue left stuck to the bone. Because
no, I get it.
I'm going to turn that bad boy sideways and chew that shit off. But I'm also the same guy that will order a ribeye steak.
Too long.
And when all the fat's gone, I'll throw the fucking lean away or bring it home, feed it to my dog.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have that fat in there. Yeah. That's why I only eat ribeyes, man. Like I'll eat a strip if I have to, but like I don't enjoy it.
What gets me, there's like a chuck steak can be almost as good, but the fucking butcher shop wants to cut all the fat off.
Yeah, fuck that.
Why not leave me a fucking 3/4 inch rind on that. So that way,
Yeah, you need that,
every
man. You need a
bite I
little
cut,
fat with each bite of meat. It's nice.
I'll cut the fat
Gives you that
off.
dank. Gives you that dank flavor.
Yep, I'll cut the fat off so I can cut it into little pieces, and then cut the lean and get a bite of fat with every bite of lean.
Matt, you have revoked your rights to comment. If I had a wrench, I would ban you.
Matt, even I disagree, and Donnie will hate this too, but I like my steak medium well. I want just a little pink right in the middle, but well done is too much.
You can make a good medium well steak. However, I prefer a little less, but still, you can make that right. But well done, go fuck yourself in the dickhole.
My biggest problem, I don't even mind medium rare, but the problem with medium rare is the fat's not done enough. If you can get the fat almost crispy and it still be medium rare, I'll take it.
Yep. Some high heat real fast. Yep.
Papa, I agree. I buy a lot of chuck steak. We've got a place here that
Yep, you ain't wrong. You
we
ain't
still have a
wrong,
local
Papa.
butcher shop, and he'll cut me some chuck eye that's
Donna, no, you
got a
cannot.
good wide fat band on it. I like it just as much as ribeye.
Oh, unless you're talking about like some carne asada and some Mexican food, that's pretty much well done. Other than that, no, you cannot.
Yes, sir. Reverse sear them prime rib slabs.
I mean, I will eat a fucking good steak, blue rare, but it's got to be good steak.
If I want my steak medium, I'll turn the some bitch up on its side where just the fat is.
So yeah, so you can crisp up that fat. Yep.
The lean, I don't care if it's a little red.
Yep.
If you cook
Eggs, dude, I eat my burgers rare, bud.
How about I eat my steak the way I want to, and you eat your steak bloody eggs? How about that?
I mean, that's a way to do it.
Yeah. I can't do any level of rare. I get it, man. A lot of people can't. Want to see me freak out? Watch me bite into a piece of chicken and see a little blood on the bone. I'll spit that shit out and throw it across the room.
What? As long as the chicken's good. Sometimes there's blood on the bone. That's fine.
Dude, I see a little blood on the bone, I'd lose my shit, dude. I'm scared
What?
to death of chicken.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
What's
Paul, I will say this. I don't want any pink in my hamburger.
Oh, dude, I will eat a rare ass hamburger, man. Sear the outside of that bitch all crispy, the inside's all mushy.
And this what's weird. I'll have already
Okay.
eaten half of it, so clearly the taste didn't matter. But when I see it, I can't eat it anymore.
It's a texture thing. Sometimes I'm good with it, sometimes I'm not. But like, I will eat it because it's tasty if it's cooked right. Because you can get a rare burger that's hot in the center, but still like completely fucking raw and sticky, but it's still hot in the center. And that's banging to me.
Yeah.
It's like food you don't have to chew. You mush it up a little bit and then you swallow it. It's fucking banging.
Brian likes when his Chipotle steak is a little pink.
I got mad jokes, but I won't use them.
Yeah. You were all.
That's right, Palmer. Half tartar. That's what I like, bud.
The only way to eat steak is obviously to not cook it at all.
Yes, that's what I said. I said I like blue rare. Blue rare is pretty much completely uncooked.
Yeah.
A light sear, cold in the middle.
Yeah. I will sit right beside you, Drizzy, while you eat your bloody ass steak. I'm just going to be about 5 minutes.
Damn, Paul, is he on his fucking rag? What's happening?
I don't know. But if you want something well done, order. Oh. Again, he's trying to tell us how to eat our food.
I'm with him, and I'm again saying that you shouldn't be ordering a well done burger either because you're a fucking gross
I'm
person.
saying you should be ordering the burger the way you want it.
I'm saying walk the cow through the fucking kitchen.
For you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently for eggs. But for me, I'm going to wait a few extra minutes. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be like a fucking southern hunter, fucking crazy bush person?
I am a hunter, but I don't even eat deer backstrap or tenderloin.
Damn.
This is what I do. When they process my
I think
deer,
you're losing street cred at this point.
I don't care. When they process my deer, I tell them to weigh the backstrap and the tenderloin and just replace that with equal ground venison.
Sure.
If I eat venison, it's ground. and it's in taco,
Nemo.
sloppy joe, spaghetti. I don't like any cut of venison. Just cook it, cut it, eat it. I can eat it. I just don't care for it.
That's right, Jeffrey. Carve off what you like and ride the rest home.
Yeah. Eggs, when you go to buy donuts, you want them doughy in the middle too? Because if you don't eat your fucking baked goods runny and doughy in the middle, then you just shouldn't fucking order them.
Yeah, inch thick eggs for sure, man.
How long do you cook your steak?
About 1:15 to 1:30 seconds on each side.
I turn mine up to cook the fat, then I drop it for 7 and flip it for 5.
I turn my cast iron on and I heat it up until the pan starts smoking dry. I don't put nothing in it until I start seeing smoke come off that bitch. And then about a minute and 15 to about 1:30 on each side, and then I eat that bitch.
Papa, I know. I can't eat it. I get more. I don't know. I just.
Damn, lost your Alabama car. That's pretty fucked up.
I prefer to have it all ground. And I've tried. You might prove me wrong one day, but I've tried everybody's. And
Yeah, Zach, you heat that pan up till it's smoking dry, man. Cast iron, yep.
You put the butter on the steak after?
Sometimes I cook with butter, but sometimes I don't.
But what I'm saying is when you cook it dry, like when it's done, you put butter on it after.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sometimes, yeah.
It's hard to lose, Plants, but he just did.
Hey,
Hey,
why did I lose?
no, he's talking about me losing my Alabama cred. And he's not wrong, because nobody here agrees with me. They all think I'm stupid for not wanting the backstrap. I just don't. I would just rather have the ground. I would enjoy spaghetti with ground venison in it.
Kyle, get in the kitchen. Maybe you can relate.
Kyle ain't walking his ass in the kitchen. He's got that little bell he rings. His mom brings him his dino nuggies.
Oh, shit. Kyle is Brian?
And his orange drink.
Kyle's basically Brian, but, like, he won't show his face?
Yeah.
All right. Half empty. Yeah, sometimes we do a reverse sear. So we'll throw it in the oven, and then we'll sear it in the pan with some butter and shit like that. It just depends. I mean, I cook steak a bunch of different ways. You know what I mean? There's tons of different ways to do it, and you get different results. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you want.
We've got a Longhorn here, and every steak they serve is garbage except for the bone-in ribeye, and it's not great. But we got a seafood restaurant called Top of the River that has a pretty fucking good ribeye.
I eat restaurant food most every day. Yeah, sounds like your life's fucking terrible, like Brian's. I mean, Brian, my mom tries to get me to move back into the house all the time. So, like, I feel you. I could have that if I really wanted it. But she won't let me smoke in the house, so I can't do it.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
If I could smoke in my mom's house, I would have never left. I love living with my family. I would have still been there.
Eggs, I understand that you're letting me know what the kitchen thinks, but what I think is the kitchen should.
What we think of the back?
The kitchen should shut the fuck up and cook my food the way I ask it to.
Damn.
If I'm paying
It
for
depends on the establishment, I guess.
Yeah. I just said they weren't worth a shit, Papa.
Oh, Papa. Papa's fucking bugging out.
Yeah, I just said they weren't worth a shit. I only said that to reference the fact that we have a seafood restaurant that does have a good ribeye steak. The only steak at Longhorn that's edible is the ribeye, and it's not as good as most people's fucking sirloin would be. And I noticed when they open, their steaks come heavily seasoned.
I don't go out to eat at all, man, so I won't even know.
When Longhorn first opened here, you could literally rake a fork across the top of it and the seasoning would come off. It was that heavily seasoned. And now it's just a fucking gray piece of meat.
I just don't go out to eat.
I don't either because I'm not paying $35 for a ribeye that's
Fuck no. Kyle, I'll fully back that up. I've never eaten at an official Michelin star restaurant, but I guarantee you I'd be pissed about it if I did.
I didn't even think the ribeye at Roost Chris was all that good. And that's what, $100?
Yeah, fuck that noise, man. Like, learn to work your fucking stove and make a fucking $100 take it home. That's right. Grabbing a beer, be right back.
Y'all can do all that shit as long as you do it after you cook my fucking steak the way I asked for it. The fuck the kitchen will. This guy answer rowdy customers. It kills me when Donnie mutes his mic because he's got so much background noise. When he mutes his mic, I think the whole thing is muted. I just get used to it. I don't know what all that background noise is that comes through his mic. Evening, Todd Carr. How you doing, buddy? We're just in here arguing about steak again. Already argued about the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm going to bring up arguing about the price of eggs again here in a minute. So we already discussed it on OCD for EDC. Justin just wanted to talk shit about farmers. But crop farmers and egg farmers aren't the same thing. They don't get all those government subsidies. And all I was saying was my cousin who owns 10 egg laying houses is getting 53 cents a dozen right now. And then by the time they get to the grocery store here, they're $10 a dozen. And there's no shortage. It's all made up. It's just like fuel prices. They just saw an opportunity to price gouge us, and they did. And now they'll back off a couple of dollars a dozen to make us happy, and they'll still be $2 or $3 a dozen higher than they used to be. But the point is, the guy that's running the houses laying the eggs is still only getting 53 cents a dozen. Roost Chris is the best steak I've ever had. There was a when Harry met Sally moment. Maybe that could also be Drizzy that maybe the Roost Chris I went to wasn't that great. I know they were highly offended when I asked for some A1. But I'm going to put A1 on any steak. Badmouth me if you want. That's how I enjoy my steak. I don't drown it. I pour it off to the side and just touch just the tip of the cut. But anyway. A place in Alabama called Raymer. I can't even read that. What do you think about the fact that I won't eat steak if I don't have A1 sauce?
Get the fuck out of here. That means you made a bad steak.
I don't make them.
If you cook bad food, you need condiments. Condiments are for bad food. That's what condiments are for.
I eat A1 on any steak I eat. I don't care how delicious it is. I don't drown it.
Other than honey. Honey goes on anything always, all the time.
I pour a little puddle off to the side and just barely dip the tip of the steak in it.
Fuck you.
Fortunately, that's my choice. I get to do that if I want to.
Fortunately, your choice is fucking horrible.
This is what I think of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe, hey, this is the thing. Maybe I don't even really like steak. Maybe
you might not. And I've met people like that realize they don't even like meat.
Right. Maybe I just like to have something to dip my A1 in. It's entirely possible.
It might be true.
I want that thing to be crispy fat. Maybe I just like beef fat. Maybe that's all.
I am saying fuck big condiments. Mustard, ketchup especially, fucking trash. Fucking trash.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know much about food, but I know that people who use A1 on steak.
Crispy, that's not blood, but yes.
Freedom. That's good.
There's really no blood in your steak when you get it.
is, I'll eat ketchup on a steak if it's a shit steak.
Eggs, for sure.
But y'all may be right. Maybe I just like cooked beef fat.
Constantine, what the fuck?
If I could go
Constantine
somewhere,
Marine, is that what the Marines did to you? They made you eat too much meat that was
if I
overcooked?
could go to a restaurant and get a slab of beef fat this big and it all tasted like it does on a ribeye, I'd just eat that.
Dude, Kyle, if you think steak sucks, dude, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bud? Exactly. French invented sauces for crap food. That's the reason you have sauce.
I've had pizza I didn't like. Put fucking ketchup.
Y'all really liked fucking salads? You want to eat it with dressing.
Yeah. That's a very good point. My dad loved his steaks almost.
What up, Brant? We're just being assholes. It's fine.
957 or 81 sauce.
I've not had a steak in 7 years. It's not enjoyable. Holy fucking shit. And you're not a vegetarian? You just think steak's not enjoyable? What the fuck happened to you?
Some people don't like steak. According to y'all, I don't like steak. I just like beef fat and A1.
I'm almost okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it.
The fact that you'll just eat beef fat, makes it okay. That makes it okay.
A pound slab of beef fat and a cup of A1, I'd be good to go, dude.
That makes it okay to me. I'm like, oh shit, he's more hardcore than I am.
I'm the same way with my pork chop. When I run out of fat, I'm done with the fucking pork chop.
No, straight up. When you're done with the fat on pork chop, throw that bitch out. Yep.
Right. Comments for like makeup. If the face is pretty to begin with, you don't need it. I get it.
God damn it, Brian. I'm against you all night, and then you come up with some shit that I'm fully in agreement with. I love it. I love it. That's why we're friends. We still level here and there. Waifus are hot. You know, it's just their cartoons, bud.
Ed, you might be right. A1 may very well taste like rust.
Well, it shouldn't be chewy, Kyle. Come on, man.
Eggs, where can I buy this beef tallow? Like in the
beef tallow is delicious. Slabs. We cook with that shit all the time. Beef tallow, bacon fat, duck fat.
I thought beef tallow was after it was already rendered.
Well, yeah, it's rendered down. Yeah.
But I can't just buy like half-pound slabs of beef fat somewhere.
Shane? Do you eat bone marrow?
Yeah, I love bone marrow.
Dude, fuck yeah. The only way we cook fucking meatloaf anymore is with bone marrow.
Have you not heard my story about why I started eating bone marrow? When I was in kindergarten, my very first best friend, his name was Zell Chambers. Between kindergarten and first grade, we found out that Zell had leukemia. And I remember going to his house with my mom, and we were playing, and I could hear our moms talking. And they were talking about, I heard them talking about, that Zell had cancer, and the only chance of saving his life was this bone marrow transplant. Well, shortly, he never got a chance to have the bone marrow transplant. He died.
Sure.
And it scared me. Keep in mind, I'm 5. It scared me.
Yeah.
And all I thought was bone marrow kills cancer. So I started eating the bone marrow out of everything I ate as a child.
Nice.
I would crack fried chicken bones apart.
Hell yeah, sucking out that fucking marrow.
And it wasn't, I did enjoy it, but I started doing it hoping I wouldn't get cancer. I thought the bone marrow would
as a kid, yeah. Oh, what up,
homie? Ill prepared. What's up, dudes?
Palmer, I should like béarnaise, but it's one of those things. By like all the ingredients, I should like it, but for some reason, I don't.
Yeah. Why do I see some? I'm like towering over you guys.
You do.
You're a large man, bigger man than I.
What's going on, fellas?
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try.
You ain't shit. You little.
I'm gonna try to buy a slab of beef fat just to see if I can cook that.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Oh, just being assholes.
We're all good, except they're fucking with me about my taste in food.
Because he likes well done meat.
I only like well done meat so that the fat is done enough. I throw the fucking lean part away or feed it to my dog anyway. I'm gonna call Paul's Mountain Meats tomorrow and just see if I can buy some beef fat. Just cut it up in little pieces and stir fry that shit.
Stir fry that shit. Shit.
I made some
What'd you make?
awesome steak sandwiches tonight,
Nice.
and I caramelized my onions, and then I had a little thing of balsamic vinegar. Dump that in with it and caramelize it a little bit more. Oh, so good.
That could be good. I've never tried that. That could be good. I don't like balsamic vinegar straight up.
Yeah,
But
I don't typically either.
Cooking with it can be good.
It was yummy.
Ed, you're right. That's why Shane is thick boned. But let me tell y'all something. That the food industry has been lying to you about. Do you guys know,
here we go.
you guys know what testosterone is? Do you know what it really is? It's cholesterol. That's why our testosterone has dropped, because we've stopped eating. We're eating low cholesterol food.
I fucking am not eating low cholesterol, bud.
Huh?
Who's we? I got.
You are too, because the people you're buying your food from are selling you shit that's lowering.
Not the way I cook, homie.
I got cholesterol in a little shaker. I add cholesterol to my.
Is cholesterol. If you have low cholesterol, you have low testosterone.
I don't have low cholesterol.
That's why it's all thick and oily coming out of that fucking 12-gauge needle.
No, I'm good on all that.
Will I die at an early age? Yes. Men weren't meant to live to 80 years old.
Fuck, no, we were supposed to die at like 35.
We were meant to have high testosterone and high cholesterol and fucking kill until we fall over.
Fucking kill.
Not fucking kill, fuck and kill.
That's what I'm
until
saying.
we fall over dead.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
we were meant to do.
That's literally, we are animals.
Yeah. And you watched. RFK's about to let y'all know all this shit.
I don't know who that is, but
he's about to change all this fucking low cholesterol lies we've been told for the past 30 years.
Who's going to change that? A politician?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you fucking
He's already said.
Is he fucking your wife too? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's
Get the fuck out of here with that.
He could, or he did say that he's
I
not
don't simp for no goddamn politician.
He did say he's not going to take Kyle's dino.
Oh, he said some shit. He's a fucking politician. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit. I'm going to take this man for his word because he's for the people, because he's running for office.
I thought testosterone
Get the fuck out of here.
What is that, Drew? What's Dees?
Uh-oh.
I'm not a nutritionist.
Uh-oh, that's a Kimbo.
I just told you how to die early. Like you should. Like you're supposed to.
I said we're not supposed to live past 35.
Shane, I got in the David sent me the V2 Iris.
Oh, that was much better.
It's got he chamfered it down, and it's not as blocky as the V1.
Yeah, this one's a little squared off.
Yeah.
But I have no issue with it.
I've been using the piss out of this thing.
I will say, I use it for I was a little worried cutting cardboard with it.
Yeah.
But it did it. It didn't get, because it's so sharp, I didn't have to apply a lot of pressure. But if it was
also, I don't know what he did, but it feels much more robust on the V2.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's got a little wall here. But it had that when it was an open L too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is a very light task use knife.
Right.
It has opened up more envelopes than anything.
But it's great. As long as it's sharp and you're not having to shove it through, it cuts cardboard great. And you can see by the nastiness of that blade how much I use it. I use it every day. Like if I get epoxy on something when I'm doing my scale making, this thing is so thin I can just lay it down flat on the metal and it'll
and just right
smash shot off.
Yeah. Marcel gets all his science from Javon.
Cole said he likes to get all his medical science from politicians. I ain't talking about it coming from politicians. I'm talking about it coming from honest scientists who aren't making fucking millions off all the drugs they're having to give you because you've been eating like shit. Because that's what the food pyramid fucking lie.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that is there's no doubt about that the food pyramid is whack.
It's all carbs.
Yeah.
That's why there's a fucking diabetes epidemic in this country.
Yeah, thanks, Ernie.
Fucking Ernie.
He's killing me with the bread.
Dude, that's the one thing. Like, I did have I've gotten used to just not eating bread very much of any kind. But I did have we got some good brioche buns for them steak sandwiches tonight.
I bet. That's nice. Brioche is so
And I'm
good.
as guilty as anybody, dude. This new bunny bread they've got out,
Bunny bread?
I'm 100% confident that's not fucking bread because it don't go stale and it's super soft. It's fucking delicious. But there's no doubt in my mind it's killing me. It's probably oil and sugar and white food coloring.
Kyle, minus the Dino Nuggies and the soup, I'm down. If you change the soup to tomato bisque, I'm down.
Tomato bisque?
Yeah, but you gotta make it like
poor, Donnie. Donnie, quit being a fucking poor and get you some lobster.
You gotta make it from fucking scratch. So it's good. Well, you don't like tomato bisque?
I love tomato bisque, and it's one of my favorites. But to hear you flex with your tomato bisque is fucking hilarious.
My tomato bisque is a fucking flex, dude. Shit is nectar of the gods.
Bro, it's tomato bisque or go fuck your mother.
I mean, it might go fuck my mother. It's that good.
Zach, it's just Bunny brand. B-U-N-N-Y. Bunny brand bread. And yes, politicians are responsible.
Kyle, you can't cook. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Kyle, you really don't have a say in any of this.
Not in the food. Not in the food.
Kyle,
I usually have Kyle's back, but on food.
That's what I'm saying. In other areas, we're just bantering and it's fine. He might even be right. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
not Kyle, on this one, man, yeah, I gotta say, dude, your opinions are irrelevant.
Yeah. Cole, you're 100% right. That's what I was getting at.
Too much fun.
So is the whole, don't eat more than 2 eggs a week.
All right, here's what I've learned. It took me being a parent to finally realize that close to 100% of everything they teach children in school is bullshit. All the stuff we were taught. Now that I've watched my daughter go through she'll be a senior in high school next year. So I've watched her go through public education, and I'm like,
oh, it just caught on? Yeah.
Palmer, the difference is bunny bread can sit on the counter for a month, and it's still fucking perfectly soft and moist. That's why I know it's not real bread. But I love it.
Yeah, look, I mean, here's the thing. Everybody's also different.
That's true.
It's really based on your blood type, on what you can. And health is one of those things that there's a million people that have a million different things to say. A million of them are right. A million of them are wrong. You just got to find something that works.
Yeah.
Because legit, you can. I know that like two people can eat the exact same thing, do the exact same amount of exercise.
Yeah.
One can be fat, one can be skinny from it.
No different than two people can smoke the exact same brand of cigarettes in the exact same amount, and one of them will live to be fucking 90, and one of them will die at 50.
Or two people could smoke, or three people could smoke the same weed, and one person. This guy could be on Mars, and the other two are just sitting there going.
Y'all are sitting there fucking jealous that you're not having as much fun as I am off of such a small amount.
Oh.
That's exactly what y'all are doing.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, folks.
I did
That's
good
right.
this year, dude. I got high on Thursday before we went to the Galleria. But I did something different this time. It was stevia,
Brian, I don't know what my blood type is either, brother.
Sativa.
sativa, and I was in a really good mood. I was a little bit talkative, but I didn't freak out.
I really don't, Brian. I should, but I don't.
Oddly, the guy that gave me that sativa doesn't speak to me anymore. So weird.
Is that a Laconica?
This is the Conoco Custom.
No shit. Is that
Yeah.
yours?
No, it's Steve Clare's.
Nice.
I've
always wanted to hold one, but I've never played with one.
It's a good knife. It's a solid knife. It's everything
what it looks like.
It's everything that you expect from a Ray Laconico Custom, and it's
From the Lord.
it's a double hollow grind spear point thing. It's not got a double edge on it,
Sure.
but it's everything that you would think that a Ray Laconico. He has to be tired of hearing he's the most boring
Yeah.
knife
But
designer
he
out.
knows that.
But it kind of is.
But he knows
But-
that.
Yeah. I've said it before I knew what other people thought about Ray Laconico. That's
He is the art of simplicity.
yes. This is the same amount as getting a Bless custom
I believe
or
it.
a edgy Blade Works or a Hypercut or
Yeah.
any end. I gotta say, man.
It's nice. Or no.
No. I don't think that any. Obviously, I'm not comparing you to Ray Laconico, or
No, I get that.
but having something like this, having something like an edgy Blade Works,
Sure.
I don't know. This is just too basic of a for the price
So it
point.
still feels basic.
Stevie, do you think it would be
Yeah.
better if you
All
didn't make everything?
No, I got you. I got you, Stevie. It's how it feels.
Maybe.
You know?
I
Maybe.
think if he just veered away from the monochromatic look on every knife,
That would help, but it's still,
Just-
I don't know, like handmade knives versus, I don't know, that's still handmade, but like, I don't know, there's a difference.
That's why I like Sanford's
Palmer,
going
yes.
for it on all his designs. Sanford's going for it,
Kyle
Oh.
also, yes.
that's
But-
why I thought it was cool when Monterey.
I just haven't held a lot, so like, I haven't had experience with that, so I can't speak on it, you know what I mean?
That's why I thought it was cool when Monterey Bay Knives was sending all that stuff to Lindy and Richie because, you had an option not to get it so monochromatic,
Right.
get it with a little bling.
For sure.
I think it improves the monochromatic knives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty
Makes
fly.
the line better. Like if everything Donnie did was just a blasted titanium,
Right.
it's hard to see it.
But
Fuck, dude, I looked at fucking Carco's knife. TKE has it right now, the Knight's Edge. And I'm like, man, it looks so boring. This fucking blah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because it's just a blasted plain Jane frame, you know what I mean? I was like, ugh, that's ugly.
but I will say, Ray Laconico is a dope dude.
Totally.
Zach, are you?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what all those ingredients meant, but did it even sound like real bread to you? I'm sure it's not. It sounded like a bunch of petroleum products to me.
Yeah, I got no clue what that is, man.
But it's fucking good to make a grilled cheese out of.
American cheese,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah. The only thing legit in that sandwich is the real butter that I use. No real bread, no real cheese, just real butter.
That's right.
Nothing beats Wonder Bread and Crafts.
It's
I
gotta
haven't
be
eaten a
food
crap
craft.
single in like 30 years.
Y'all do use 2 slices of Kraft on each one, right?
Oh,
I'll use American cheese if it's actual American cheese, but I will not use Kraft singles.
Oh,
For the longest
I eat
time,
about 32 slices of it a week.
It's not good for you. It's not good.
I legit do. I buy the 32 pack every week because I eat grilled cheeses constantly.
Yeah, Tillamook sugar. That's good.
Dude, the government cheese is. Oh,
I wonder how good that.
Palmer, I am too good for Kraft singles.
I wonder
You
how
quote
good
that
that
shit.
government cheese is that's been in that.
I am too good for that.
Because I'm sure even
I
American
will not
cheese
eat that.
ages, right?
right.
Kevin
Ugh.
Smith, what up, dude?
But how many
We're
hundreds?
just talking about how I'm too good for Kraft single cheese.
Like we have hundreds of thousands of tons hidden.
Nose is in the air, bud.
And Canada has hundreds of thousands of barrels of syrup hidden in a vault somewhere.
Ooh, I do like syrup. Derek, what up, dude?
So French, the French also invented margarine, if I'm not mistaken. The worst shit ever.
That is a fucking mark on the planet there. Margarine, not good, bud.
Pretty fine, they do until you melt them. That's the key.
Ooh, Gouda cheese is bad.
Hey, what up, pretty fly?
Fuck.
Oh, I used
Pretty fly, gross.
I used some
Yeah,
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola is so good. It's dank,
on my sting. It's a little bit more mild than just some straight up blue.
yeah, but it's dank like blue is. It's
yeah,
pretty funky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you use that on a grilled cheese?
No, that's what I had on my steak sandwich.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's good on steak.
Yeah.
I enjoy a fancy grilled cheese too, but my standard is just Kraft singles. But I have had.
You can't beat a good just white bread Kraft single grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes, you can.
My daughter, when she was young, she literally ate like a bird.
I'll eat it. I'm not saying I won't eat it, friends. Obviously, I'll eat it.
I think she weighs probably 90 pounds right now. So anytime we would go out to eat somewhere, even if it was a nice restaurant, she would get the gourmet grilled cheese.
Kyle, yeah.
And she would never eat it all.
Just
so
on rye.
It kind of became our thing, was
especially dark rye,
rating people's gourmet grilled cheeses. I've had some really good ones, but at home, I'm simple.
Parmesan
crust. I really am basic when it comes to my everyday cooking.
Yeah.
I cook like one big dinner a week for sure, and I cook throughout the week for Zoe.
Oh, me and Ernie go ham all the time.
Yeah, no, I like just the basics, man.
Palmer, if you follow my,
we will eat the basics. We'll make cheeseburgers a bunch and like smash burgers, just basic shit. But like we also go ham a bunch too.
If you follow my IG, Palmer, you'll see my grilled cheeses say George Foreman on the
everyday grilled cheese.
Rye seeds in it? Get the fuck out of here! I don't want seeds in my goddamn sandwich. Ugh.
I'll have to try mayo instead of butter.
I'll take them.
That's pretty good, Paul.
I'm not a fucking bird. What the fuck?
Tell you what's even better, Paul, is if you lightly coat just seeds. I don't like mayo, sandwich. But if you just put enough mayo on the inside of the bread to just moisten it, where you put the cheese, and then use mayo on the outside to cook it. Something about that.
Palmer, yes. Bread, get the cheese. Fuck out of here, man. Like, go fuck yourself.
I'm with you on that, Shane.
Oh, go kill yourself.
See, I don't eat mayo, so we never have it for me to do.
Go kill yourself.
Dude.
You can see that on YouTube, dude. Nice.
Oh, really? You just did?
Yeah.
I waved a gun on your channel a few weeks back. Nothing happened. Fuck you too.
Talk about it.
Donnie's the rebel without a clue.
Yeah. Donnie's the rebel that got Shane's channel shut down.
What's happening?
But it didn't affect him at all.
That's right. Your channel, bud.
Yeah.
However, I do want to start getting on my own so we can maybe switch it up once in a while.
Sure.
Yeah, you should totally, dude. You should be.
I know, but like it's like Shane's thing. It's sort of Shane's thing, and I feel bad if I ever switch it up. So
No.
But I want to get some log hours on my channel.
Dude, you should just be turning on the camera.
I told him that.
But I don't got shit to say.
You don't have to say anything while you're working. You don't have to say shit. Just turn it on.
I only have shit to say situationally with y'all.
Yeah. But if you just had it going, like, I work from home quite a bit, but I'm busy. Like I'm glued. I'm having meetings. I'm banging out
Yeah.
emails, writing text stuff. But I have a second monitor right here, and to just have you on the screen, I don't care what you're saying, and I'm probably not watching 100% of it.
I'd
But
rather
like,
you
to have
not.
that shit on during the day, that's all the Shane's lives that I've watched. I've
Oh
probably
yeah, I turn him
I'm
on
not
while I'm in the shop. I barely pay attention, but sometimes I do.
I'm not watching Shane do his lives. It's on, and then I will engage every once in a while. But I just love having that shit on, man.
All
I've
right.
told I've told Forrest to do the same thing with
All right.
his goddamn embroidery machine.
I'm getting.
He started though, didn't he?
He has been doing it
Yeah.
some, but I'm like, dude, just let that run.
People will sit and
You know, I
stare
might have
at
been
you
making
doing
making videos and shit for a while, but like it's still weird. You know, like I don't think people want to watch me just wander around my shop and make shit all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Here's the thing:
it's just weird to me. Like, I don't think about that shit.
we all think that,
I know.
and there's but Donnie, you would watch it.
Well, I mean, I watch all these people all the time.
Exactly. So,
Well, then why is my brain broken?
yeah.
I don't know.
So,
But yeah, I do want to
is-
start ramping that shit up a little bit more.
Donnie, I've spent hours watching other people play video games that I own. I own the fucking game. I can play it. And I'll watch some 12-year-old kid play it, and before I know it, it's been 4 hours. He got all those watch hours because of my dumb ass watching him play a video game that I could be playing.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
People will watch you do anything,
dude. Some days you'll have 10 people. Some days you'll have 10,000 people.
And it'll happen one day, dude. You'll be on there. When you end it, it'll be like 50,000 views. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I get it. No, I want to ramp it up more. I don't know. It weirds me out. I've just been working up towards it.
You shouldn't step foot in that shop without mashing go live ever. Do it every day.
All right.
If people get tired of it and don't watch it, so
yeah,
you at least got content. You've got content out there.
Yeah, for sure. Watch hours. Yeah.
And Stevie would be better than me. There's certain hashtags and stuff you can put in the description that'll.
You know me, like I don't mind being live and shit. I just don't feel like I have a purpose to do it alone.
The chat will go where it wants to go. They'll take care of it.
Yeah.
With the vertical lives, it's not even so much about hashtags. The more viewers, the more it'll just start pushing it up. So all the people like I know that are like me, you just start scrolling through your shorts feed, and before you know it, the live streams will start pop. You might not click on them all, but that's what happens. And someone just sees. That's why I randomly get so many people. People just see a bearded guy sitting in front of a fucking bathroom, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Someone's gonna see someone grinding on it.
I guess I never thought about it from like your perspective, like because you're already like ahead on the web, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it said CD. Like, you're just like a normal household thing now.
When it comes to vertical, Donnie.
You know?
I don't think.
Oh, it said Stevie. That's normal household shit.
Because technically, if that was the case, then Stevie should have had more views than me in the beginning, because he already had more views.
I'm just weird. I'm getting used to this whole technology.
I think you throw all that
shit. We've been hanging out for a year online, but I'm still like not savvy with it. You
throw all that shit out the window with vertical live.
You don't gotta be.
Just smash live, and people will either stop or they won't. And the cool thing about you is, if you're not thinking about it and you're not engaging, after about the 2 hour to 3 hour mark, I don't know why, but it just starts to fucking.
It'll climb. Yeah.
You've been on for a long time. The longer you're on, the more they'll push that shit.
Exactly.
See, here a while back, I was scrolling through, and a woman was sitting there cracking green beans.
Oh yeah. I've gone through it just to look. I mean, there's some people that are asleep.
Yeah.
There's some people that have literally just fallen asleep, and they're just putting the camera on them, freaking.
Dude, don't talk about Brian like that, dude. He's in the chat. I'm scared.
There's also like makeup tutorial stuff and but I don't see much knife making. There's that I haven't seen her in a while. Who's the redheaded, big, voluptuous broad that is like runs her own forge too? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's got, I mean, like she's always wearing like the blacksmith vest and
Looks like a Viking.
yeah, and just big old sweaty cans. And she makes dope stuff, dude. She makes
No,
legit.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't remember what her name is, but I bet you if I just type in redhead knife maker broad, redhead knife maker broad. Let's see.
I've watched her before too, but I can't remember her name.
Kyle, they're not gross. We'll allow it. We just don't want to keep it around for a long time.
Right. They get on my nerves just flopping around.
Yeah. Like, what do you do with that? Like, get it out of here.
Yeah.
It's all no.
I love my dog too, but I don't want it standing beside me, fucking wagging its tail, slapping me in the face constantly.
Oh man, this is the first time I've ever typed in redhead big boobs.
Oh shit!
Wow.
First time, ladies and gentlemen. First time.
And I've never typed that into YouTube before.
Lies. Oh,
Hey, can we all take a moment?
He's never typed it into YouTube.
Can we take a moment to shout out Stevie's t-shirt?
What's that?
Can we take a moment to shout out Stevie's t-shirt?
Oh, heck, Longbone Apparel, Edgy American.
I've been meaning to nab one.
66 million results. Stevie cruises the hub. They took the hub away from us, dude. They banned it in Alabama.
Yeah, they took it away here.
Apparently, we just gotta get a video.
Well, you gotta like sign in and give them some bullshit, but I ain't doing that.
I don't think you can even sign in and give them some bullshit here.
Oh, really? Shit.
When you go to
you gotta like sign in.
That's on there
Here now.
Pops up this chick telling you that you're straight.
Yep.
You're
Same
straight.
here.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Oh, my, I got buddies that live in Montana that said that same thing happened.
Yeah.
Okay, here she is.
But what's weird is all the other ones still work. It was
Plenty
just,
of other avenues.
yeah, it was just the hub that they shut down.
Yeah.
But if it's for the reasons that I heard,
This broad right here. The Path of Fire.
I mean, she do got some kazungas there.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. And she full on, like, is making shit. Like,
I know, but that's
A
all.
lot of people ask, where are the knife videos? Where are the knife videos?
We can't
Well,
see
to tell you
it
the truth,
past
there's really
tits.
isn't as much to show as a lot of people like to think.
I watch that.
I mean, those are excessive. Pre-flight, yep.
empty. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how to add the link. Stevie, can you add the link for the t-shirts?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
Okay. I don't know.
But just so you guys know, it's longbone.tmail.com. But here it comes.
No, they were probably disgusted by my
Yeah,
space request for sure.
Yeah, you're probably 100% right, because I think my state started the whole stepsister craze.
I bet they did.
So if you guys,
what is funny about that was it was about the time that I told my stepsister story that shit blew
bet
up.
it was.
That shit blew up on the hub. That was crazy. Drew, you're not completely wrong.
I mean, you're not completely wrong, but we both don't like those giant titties. So, like, we can.
I would literally have to mentally block them out.
Yep.
To be able to perform.
Yeah, face down, ass up for sure.
Really?
And hope that they don't stick out the side.
Yeah. Yep. And me and Shane are kin on this for sure.
All right, if you say so.
I mean, well, Stevie,
we don't like the slobber melons, man. We like them more tight knit.
Perfection to me is like Eliza Dushku. Those were perfect boobs. Just a bouncy little B cup. That's all I need.
I like Eliza Dushku, especially now that she has gone full psychedelic studies. You know that?
I didn't know that.
She works with MAPS, and she's got like she's like legally a shaman now, and she does like guided mushroom trips, and
Can
she's
I follow
completely
her?
changed. She's completely changed.
Do you have
Hold
like a
on,
church you
Marcel,
can
what can I
join?
not hold up to?
But
Please
it
tell me
wo-
she has a cult where she's sleeping with all of her members.
Crispy, all the good ones got a crooked
I'm
tooth. And they all
in,
got
dude.
a snarl tooth, bud.
no, she works with Maps and Rick Doblin.
Look how well Crispy knows me.
That's what I said. They all got the snarl tooth. Like, we know.
I want that one that's just cocked, just twisted about 5 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't want it always sideways.
No.
Just a little, just picking out at you, just a
I'm
little.
telling you, like,
And
me
I
and
want it on
Shane,
bottom. I want it on bottom.
we might differ on all manners of life, but when it comes to bitches, I mean, we're pretty right there.
I want it on bottom so that you can see it when she bites her lip. When she
That's
does
right.
that
Yeah.
thing, I want to.
No.
Yeah.
I want big old boobs.
I want my tongue. Oh, there you went, MD.
Whoa.
He put it on the. He put the link up there.
What
Yeah.
up, Terry? We're talking about titties. Where you at?
He-
Where you at? You like the big
He's got his own tab.
Terry, you like the watermelons, or do you like them nice wine glass boobies?
I never thought about it that way. Wine glasses. Yeah.
Wine
Yeah,
glass.
just
boobies.
perfectly round.
Google that.
Just little humps.
Huh.
It had to do with like some fucking English fancy lady. She had real small titties, wine glass titties.
I've lived my whole life and never heard that.
I still want them
Look it
shaped.
up. Look it up. It's a real thing.
I believe you.
I still want them shaped nice. I just don't want them. Yeah.
Above my door. No, Zach stuff. That's an old ass clock.
Dude, when Pamela Anderson got that boob job, I was so fucking heartbroken, dude. I love that chick so much, and then she got them big old nasty boobies.
Have I shown you my?
Boston Terrier.
I gotta plug in a 1960s plug-in clock that's like all mushrooms and shit.
Nice.
It's got like that retro orange and yellow.
Ooh. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Todd, I don't
Colors go.
you say no knee knockers. I don't even want them to be able to hold a pencil under it. I want it to just fall. Like, just.
Hey, what up, Gareth?
Joe, I'm always craving maple syrup. What up?
You say that.
Gareth, what up, dude? What time is it there?
You say that, and Anna de Armas is probably a B. And she's perfect. That girl,
Jeffrey, fat chicks with small boobs? That's not good.
if she's a C, then she's a very small C.
If you're going to be a big girl, you better have big titties. And I don't like big titties, but if you're a big girl, you better have big titties.
And you better work your big ass off. You better show the fuck out.
Show the fuck out. That's right, Shane. That's
everyone
right.
I've ever met will show
No,
out.
yeah, big girls, they be putting it down for sure, man. I don't discriminate.
Donnie, I literally laughed at one.
I got, you know,
19
preferences.
years old. She was working so hard that I got tickled. Like, I literally laughed. I couldn't help myself, dude. I got tickled to laugh.
Nice.
Hey, man, I respected her hustle.
That's right. That's right.
Terry likes them triple D and up. Hey, man.
That's
I'll
right,
eat my
Derek.
steak medium rare. You play with some big triple Ds, man. Each their own.
Dude, Terry, my homegirl in fucking high school, she had Fs. Her mom had double Fs. Shit was crazy.
My little sister's best friend had eyes.
No shit.
Listen to this. She joined
Hey!
the army.
I said, damn.
She joined the army. Let me tell you how smart she was. She joined the army to have the reduction done. Never served a day
Nice.
because they agreed to do the surgery. She joined, and she never came off of medical clearance. Never
Nice.
served a day. Got paid the whole time.
Nice.
Got the surgery.
That was a
done.
good hustle.
Yeah, that was a damn good hustle. But with eyes, without those, she was probably 95 pounds.
I bet.
She was
Yeah,
a little
my
girl.
homegirl fucking.
How does that happen?
Her, and she was just in pain all the time because.
Yeah, that's gotta be very uncomfortable.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, dude, she had a normal.
Sandra's back's fucked up. Her mom's back's fucked up.
She had a normal little bubble butt. She was a really pretty girl. And of course, guys, that like boobs loved her, but
YouTube Music Portal, what up, dude?
It made her boobs were so big it made her look fat. Does that make any sense? Like she
Okay.
had no belly, but it made her
I
look
got you.
fat because her shirt come out so far. It was kind of disgusting.
Terry comes in with
Even after they could only reduce them down to like a D. That's as
Right.
low as they could. You know, she's still got big boobs. And oddly enough, man, she's still fucking smoking hot at 40-something years old. It's called
Mastasia?
mastasia. What is that? Terry, you talking about when girls can be really big or really tiny but have huge boobs? Gareth, I mean, I don't mind looking at. I can look at a large set and respect it. I just don't want them doing this in front of me. Smoking hot with big boobs is Shane having a stroke. She is. She's just. She's really pretty in the face. Her boobs are a little big for me.
Yeah, boobs are boobs, man. I'm not picky. I'm really
I knew
not.
I was 98 pounds and had triple D. She had to get a reduction, Kyle. Did she weigh 98 pounds with the triple D? That means she probably only. Because I think Amanda said they removed 17 pounds from her.
That's a lot.
I believe that. Jeffrey Dawson, you might have seen all the boobs, but you ain't seen all the nipples, man. You got the inverted nipples. You got the fucking super fucking long nipples.
I like to have freaked out the first time I seen a set of inverted. I was freaked out already. And then right in the middle of things, they popped out. I like to lost my shit, dude. I was like, ah! No idea that could happen.
I am not that experienced.
Well, most of mine with that comes from piercing. Dude, I saw
most of mine.
I saw all the nipples there are piercing.
I can't stand pierced boobs.
This is disgusting. They taste like keys.
Most of mine come from paying chicks, Stevie. So you know, I am not ashamed to spend $1.
Yeah, pierced nips, gross. Tastes like a set of house keys.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, you're like,
if they get in my mouth, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good. And
I
then you don't play with their boobs because that's
when you hear them
it's
ting
not good.
your teeth, like ting, yeah.
Most chicks only get their boobs pierced because they're fucking feeling some kind of way about themselves.
Yeah. Now,
Is that what it is?
Pierced,
yeah, dude, they feel shitty about themselves and they get their tits pierced. Yeah.
I have learned
that is my professional opinion of 20 years doing it. Yeah.
I have learned that girls with clitoral piercings, that serves a purpose. I haven't met one yet.
It can. Hood piercings serve more of a purpose.
I haven't met not one of them that wasn't a 2 to 3 minute day. I'm not talking about for you. I'm not her.
No, yeah.
It's annoying. They get off so fast. It's so many. Like you have to. It's so intense. You have to let them wait a minute. You're just like, am I ever going to get done? Because as soon as you start back again, they start again.
Joe, exactly,
right.
Bud. Bugsy, how, man? They taste like house keys. How can you fuck with that?
I will say this. We never pierced an unattractive set of boobs.
I have.
Even an unattractive girl. All the piercings that we had some tattoos on some chicks.
That just means you got low standards, Bud.
Well, maybe. I'm just saying, they weren't all 10s, but none of them were ugly. Now, we tattooed some
What
chicks.
do you give it? I give it a fucking 10. A fucking 10.
Just put it in my hand.
There's got A1 sauce on her boobs.
Brian, Brian, do you think boobs are like bags of sand?
Yes.
I was trying to tell you about my experience. Nobody gets it. My experience in Mexico.
Thank you, Stevie.
I was licking this girl's nipples, and I thought she was lactating.
Zach, I have done them all, bud, and you're welcome for my service.
But she wasn't, Shane?
No, No, and I didn't figure it out until Sammy explained. He was like, Shane, she's been dancing all day, dude. Her titties is just sweaty. Because I'd never tasted, like I've never been able to taste anything on a boob before. And hers had a taste. And he's like, was it kind of salty? Because I told him, I was like, I think she was lactating. And he's like, were they kind of salty? Like, yeah. And he's like, she's been dancing on a stage in Tijuana all day. She fucking sweaty, dude. I was young, man. I was like 18, 19 years old. Once again, Stevie, that's how you end up my age with lots of stories. By making
No, I'm not into the lactating shit. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
That's what we call Mountain
You feel
Dew.
like a bag of that. Exactly, Terry.
I mean, it never crossed my mind that we're in Mexico and she's been on the stage dancing for 4 hours. Of course she takes a little something.
Wow.
You thought it was so profuse, you thought that she was lactating.
I didn't know how I didn't know what lactating tastes like.
And you were just like, meh.
Exactly. I didn't stop.
Well, I guess she's lactating.
Zach, you have a very good point. But many, many years ago, in my younger days, I got the fuck over those.
Holy shit.
I just removed those thoughts from my head and had my good time. Shane, let's not hear about
That's too fucking good.
ass, please.
That's too good.
Joe, even if I was going to tell that story, it'd have to be on a different live stream. I only embarrass myself. I try to only embarrass myself once per live stream.
Once.
She was pickled.
What do you mean you try? That shit comes natural at this point.
Sure fucking does.
It does. That's why I can't understand people, all these fucking soft feelings, sensitive motherfuckers in the knife community these days.
There's lots of sensitive people, man.
You know who I hadn't watched in a long time, but I just happened to turn on, and Jason was on Knife Dope.
Yeah.
Tonight?
And yeah, he was on tonight, man. Just going solo.
Yep.
And that's a funny cat, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Jason.
That's
Man.
a funny cat.
I probably once a month I remind Jason that I respect him for fucking being him.
He's a good dude, man. I talk to him on the phone like I do to you boys. Like, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
That's
He's just himself.
That's why I get along with him, because we don't talk a lot, but he'll hear every once in a while me say something, and he'll just be like, "Fucking amen, dude. Thank you for saying that shit." You know?
Yeah. No, Jason's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always been good to me. Always been cool. Straight shooter for me. I know some people don't like him, and that's fine. He's not for everybody.
I don't know that there's. I mean, there might be a couple people, I'm sure, but man, I don't think anybody is universally. We were talking about that the other night.
Nobody.
Uncle Cal is someone I know. He doesn't do like a bunch of live streams anymore, but
Sure.
I think he's one of the universally loved dudes.
Yep. Everybody loves Uncle Cal.
I love when Uncle Cal gets mad. It's my favorite thing in the world, dude.
Joe, I like that.
Yes, it is. And there's I won't call it out because I don't know how much he says it publicly, but there is one particular person out there that just rubs him the wrong way. And he loves to voice that.
Let me tell you something right quick. I jumped on Tri-States this morning, and of course I typed in all caps. And Cole read it, and he was like, and after he read it again, but screaming. And he was like, that's how I hear when you comment in my chat. And then said, look at me. And I thought, of all people to be saying fucking look at me.
That's no
this
shit.
guy. And then he told his chat he's 5'10".
What?
Okay.
If that dude's taller than me, I'll fucking what?
Hold up. I commented and said he is not 5'10", and he's like, "Yes, I am." There is no way in hell that dude's 5'10".
No, he's not.
That means he's 4 inches shorter than me. This much?
That means he's taller than me, and I don't think so.
No.
All right. I'm gonna show you something here.
I've seen that dude at like live at shows. There's no way that dude's taller than me, and I'm not a big dude.
I don't think
I'm like 5'8".
I don't think he's 5'8".
No, he's a small dude. Yeah. Nothing against small dudes, but he is a small dude, and he shouldn't front about it.
Yeah. Oh, you're right, Garrett. It's his stage. But I'm just saying, of all people to be screaming, "Look at me, look at me," that's all that dude's been trying to do for 4 years.
We all know his real voice. That dude ain't 5'10".
No. Now, hey, he could have said he had an 8-inch cock. I might have believed that before I believed
He
it.
might have an 8-inch cock. I don't care.
I know lots of little guys like him that do.
Yep.
He ain't 5'10".
I have a picture somewhere of me with him. And
How tall are you, Stevie?
I'm 6'1".
6'2". All right, 6'1".
So that means he would be 3 inches shorter. That means he would come up to your eyebrows, dude. And I'm telling you, when I met Cole, the first thing I saw when he walked up to me was the excessive amount
I'm
of
saying he's got to be shorter than me.
fried moose stuck to his scalp.
This perspective isn't the greatest, but I tried to snap a photo of Javon with Tri-State because Javon and Tri-State stand eye to eye.
Right.
Oh, he's the same height as Javon?
Yeah.
All right, so he is a small man then. I have met Javon in person. I've shook his hand. That means fucking Tri-State is definitely at least 5'5".
Right.
Or 5'6".
The difference is Javon ain't lying about it.
Well, no, Javon don't give a fuck. That dude will fight you.
Or using a fake voice because his is so squeaky.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
But
if he's eye to eye with Javon, he's a small man.
Yeah. Look, whether we like it or not, whatever that dude's doing works because we talk about him and he don't talk two things about us.
No, not at all. Not
and he
at
got
all.
motherfuckers handing him cash hand over fist.
Yep. He don't concern himself with anything we do, yet here we are talking about him. So
it is sad. He's living in our head rent free.
But I mean, the small people always talk shit about the big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be fair.
The fake voice is whack, RC. I tell them all the time, I'm like, dude, just just own up to your own shit and just be yourself. People will like you more for it.
I've told this story, and I said
I'm
this
saying
to
people
him.
respect him more.
Hey, y'all write this down. Y'all write this date down though, because I'm gonna make a prediction right now.
Uh-oh. We got
Cole
nigger
will
down.
continue to grow. Cole will get big.
Oh yeah.
And when Cole crashes and burns, it's gonna be fucking ugly.
Yeah, it's gonna be because he's gonna fucking reply
bad.
to anyone's messages because he's an asshole.
Now it's gonna be something other than that. I promise you. But I'm telling you, that dude's career is gonna come to a screeching halt, and I'm gonna be concerned about him personally because I care for him. But it's going to happen. I don't know how long, but write this date down.
It's a delicate.
It won't be that deep for me, but I'll watch.
God, I wish I could find this picture, man. I have a picture of Maddie and Tri-State next to each other, and it's hilarious.
What?
Now, Maddie's taller than me, isn't he? Maddie's what, 6'5"?
Maddie's 6'6".
6'6". Yeah. So you're telling me that Cole is the same amount shorter than me than I am at now?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Palmer, that's a very good.
But no,
I'm really proud that Javon has built the numbers that he's built.
Yeah, for sure.
agreed. Agreed, man.
Oh, Kevin, I do too, dude. I fuck with Cole, but I want him. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm just telling you.
Well, yeah, me too. But
I
he's still a
know,
douche.
I know that lines are being crossed, and it's eventually the bigger he gets, the more attention those lines are going to get, and it's going to be bad when it happens.
So I go ways back with Tri-State. I said this to him face to face, and I've said it publicly a bunch of times. He was the first channel that I was like, I want to watch everything that this guy does.
Yeah.
I take that back. Backpack B was the first channel that did that to me. Tri-State EDC was a very close second, and his videos I loved. I loved them. You can go back to some of his.
He is funny.
I'm talking going back like when he had that. You can find one of his early channels, and there's a comment on there that of me saying, I can't believe this guy has less than 100 subs. Like, that's how far back I go with Tri-State.
Sure. We all talked about it.
And then one day he went on a live stream and he didn't have his voice changer, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? That's who this is? Like, I thought this was like an old dude like in his basement, like making these darker, like cinematography type knife videos. I'm like, that's who that is? I'm like, ever since then.
What's weird too, Stevie, is people. I've lost a lot of fans because people think that I hate Cole. They don't pay attention to the fact that I'm in the chat on almost all of his lives. I still donate money just to try to set an example that if you enjoy something, donate the money so you don't have to beg for it. It's not working, of course, but none of them see that part.
I'm also the first person that had stickers done by Kara.
Me too.
And that's, and I guess we talked about it again recently, and I don't want to keep talking about the guy. Don't get it twisted. Talking the shit doesn't mean I don't want him to. I wish him all the success, man. I hope he sells all that stuff, and I think it's hilarious that he gets all that chat. But he's also a fucking goofball. And I guess my point is, people will be like, you talking shit. Maybe. But I've also, every time I've seen him, I've brought I say everything I say on here. I don't say it behind his back.
Yeah, exactly. We say it to him because it's all.
And he's a good sport about it. So,
yep.
Again, I talked to him about the whole, I
sent him a whole 3-paragraph message the other day congratulating him on how he took the Gabe Owners joke.
Gabe Owners. How you doing? He got me.
Got him.
Yeah, I congratulated him on how well he took that.
And we talked about it. I'm looking at my messages with him right now, where I'm like, yeah, thanks for being a good sport about it, man. I'm like, because some people cry and call me a bully.
That was fucking golden content for him.
Yeah.
That would have been golden content for KC too. It would be golden content for anybody. You just have to put your fucking ego aside.
No press is bad press.
It's weird that all that happens and people don't realize that I talk to Cole on the phone. We tell each other we love each other when we get off the phone. We had a moment a few years ago that has kind of permanently bonded us.
Paul Mills, exactly.
I like everything he does. Donnie says shit I don't like all the time. He calls me an idiot every fucking week.
Well, that's because you're a dummy.
Right. But that don't mean I don't like Donnie. I don't get it. Just keep saying it, man. Just keep saying it faster and faster. You figure it out.
I mean, I started the whole Tri-State thing, and one of my favorite. So that picture that I showed of Javon hugging John Rusk from EMP EDC with Cole.
Yeah.
While Cole was in the booth, I'm like, how does it make you feel that your knives are so amazing that when you give it to another man, he films himself crying about it?
Hold on. Have you cried with my knife, bitch?
Fuck no.
Well, shut the fuck up then. I don't want to hear about it.
You're never going to. Your knife makes me smile like crazy. It's not gonna fucking. It ain't gonna make me cry.
Got it.
Well, I'll try to improve. I'm sorry.
But I couldn't not take that opportunity to the whole cry state thing. I'm like, cried because you gave him a knife, dude. And he's like, I know, it was really moving. I'm like, no, don't encourage that shit. I'm like, how long did it? I said, how many
That
takes?
wasn't the first time he had cried, Steve. You remember when his knives got lost and everybody replaced them for him and he made that video crying?
Yes.
Now
On his wedding day.
I think the reason it pisses,
now I got goals.
I
On
think
his
the reason
wedding
it
day.
pisses me off, Stevie, is because these people who now want to badmouth and shit talk me because they think,
Eileen, I'll make you a
because
knife.
they
and
think
make
I'm
you cry.
anti-Cole, weren't
Well,
around to know.
That's the second part of all the conversations that I've had going, look, I wasn't around back then, so I don't know what your guys' history is. And I'm like,
Kevin
exactly.
Smith, see? That's how you work it right there.
Exactly. So
I don't know who this person is, but Eileen, you lick, you're 100% correct.
oh, that's one of the have you ever seen the Peloton trolls? That's where I got Gabe. The Peloton bike.
What's up, bitch? What up,
They
bitch?
take like live messages and stuff.
Hey, bitch.
That's where I saw Gabe Owners.
Well,
But Eileen Ulick was on there also.
That's right.
hey,
Yeah.
I didn't come up with Dixie Norman.
I do make knives, bitch.
I saw it somewhere, but it wasn't in the knife community, so I figured I'd use it. The Peloton trolls are hilarious.
Yeah, they really are funny, man.
I will say this though: the only part that bothers me about the whole situation is that we're at a point now where, you know, I can't review Cole's knife and he couldn't review mine. Not because either one of us wouldn't do it, but because our fan groups just wouldn't fucking have it.
I want to review. Hey, somebody send me Cole's knife so I can review it.
Dude, I disagree with a lot of y'all. I like Cole's knife.
I bet it's fine actually.
I understand that the lock mechanism. I understand that the lock mechanism is
But it'll give me a chance to talk shit to him and give him props at the same time.
I understand that lock mechanism has been done before, but I appreciate that Cole made it possible for more people to have it. Because not everybody could buy it.
Bugsy, I got a lot of no's to send you. I'll send you all the no's I know.
Yeah.
They will if you're willing to bend the knee and ask for it. That's when I quit making videos. I was standing at Blade Show listening to it wasn't Cancel, I can't remember who it was, offering me 15%. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I haven't made a knife review since. Because I can't sell myself like that.
Yeah.
I think you should like it.
If y'all want to send me knives to talk shit on, send them to me and I'll talk shit on them. How's that?
No, you shouldn't do that, Donnie.
Why?
Because I think once you start making knives, you shouldn't. If you want to say something
If
positive
it's
about
comical,
it,
I can make fun of people's knives I like and it'll still be good.
I know, but I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't have an issue reviewing.
I don't have the time for that bullshit.
Knife, but I wouldn't dare review your knife and have something negative to say about it.
I don't have
I don't
time
even
for that
consider
bullshit.
myself a maker yet, but I think once you get in the business, you need to shut your fucking mouth. That's just my opinion.
Hold on. No, I think that's the fucking opposite. If you stand for what you do, you should have more of a fucking voice.
Ow.
I can see it.
That's just a moral thing for me.
I can see it both ways in the sense that
I was kidding at first, but now I want to talk about it.
well, no, I think like if you're trying to be like a content reviewer,
Well, no, I wasn't talking about that.
right? I think there's nothing wrong
I was
with
talking about
being like,
comical.
hey, I have an opinion about this.
And
you know.
Stevie knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because
But I
there's
feel like
not
me and
really
Stevie are on
anything-
the same page, but you and I aren't.
And I still like him, but I lost all my respect for this guy watching him on a live stream defend a company whose the blade was hitting the stop pin, literally denting the edge, and he defended them because that same company was currently making his knife. And that's when I realized, whoa. Something's not right about this. That's when I decided.
Yeah, so that's where
I was talking about being comical.
I think
I know.
the two different uses of the word review, because I think you're right. I think once you I mean, that's one of the reasons why, Sharif doesn't do stuff like that anymore.
Ryan, exactly.
Sharif will give some opinions about stuff, but
That's
he's
what
like,
I meant by comical.
like I stay in my lane, so to speak.
Well, like I said, I'm not saying that mine is a rule that everybody should follow. It was just after witnessing that happen and losing for respect for somebody that I had a lot of respect for, I'd just rather not be part of it. Because we all saw it. Everybody that knows what I'm talking about saw it. They saw a guy who was the pickiest motherfucker on YouTube, who hated everything and badmouthed everything.
He
Fatal flaw.
But there's always going to be those people.
I know, but this was a fatal flaw in a knife, and he defended it solely because those people were making his current model.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He created the thing, or maybe he didn't. I don't know, but I never heard it first. Or I heard it from him first. Fucking detent lash?
Detent lash didn't even exist.
No one. One day he randomly did that, and then they came up with a word for it.
Who?
We're not naming.
And I'm like, no one. That's not a thing. Yes, it's a thing on some things, but it's not a thing.
If the blade falls out, it's a thing.
Yes.
If it moves,
So, when
and I'm
people,
not saying that it's not a sign of quality. Sure, it can be a sign of quality, but it doesn't make a knife shit if it has just a.
Well, there's many aspects that people hate that can make a knife shit or not.
But the thing is it didn't. Nobody had ever talked about it.
no.
But
And
that's how progression works, though.
Maybe in Brian's level of the community,
He's like with the Mordax. He's like, look, if you tap the flipper tab, the blade moves. Yeah.
And here's a two
Yeah.
sign. Here's a two sign that doesn't.
But I'm not saying he's wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
I'm saying we progress for a reason.
Right. I agree with you there.
We dial in higher expectations and higher tolerances for a
this
reason.
son doesn't do that. The blade don't move at
Is
all.
that detrimental? No.
Right.
No, it is not. But we do progress for a reason.
For sure. But be like, dude, no, Mordax is crap. Look at that.
Oh yeah. There's no reason to say it's bad. But there is a reason to say we can improve.
Donnie, what do you say when you open a brand new knife and there's a dent in the edge because it's hitting the stop pin?
Well, yeah, that's not good either. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
That's a production knife that everybody's is like that. Would you defend that if you were doing business with
it? It's the same as the new steel thing. Like, oh, why do we need these new steels? These old ones are good. Well, the old standards for detent lash were okay, but new standards are not okay.
Half empty. I will say I'll give you.
I'm just saying it's open for discussion. I'm not saying one way or the other.
This Kershaw Livewire is as good an OTF as I've ever handled. However, the clip kind of sucks. I struggle to get it in and out of the pocket.
The clip does suck on that.
The clip sucks, but as far as the action, now don't get me wrong, it works. It just don't work as good as it could. As far as the action goes, I wouldn't buy a Microtech for the
What up, Daddy?
But that's mostly because I'm not a big OTF guy. But this will be the only OTF I ever own. So look up the Kershaw live wire. If you're interested.
I know someone who's involved. They're buying 8 deadlocks for like a work thing.
Damn.
And because he's bartering the deal, like they're like, well, because they only need 7. And he's like, well, you should get yourself one too. So he's like already in talks with Deadlock and everything, and they're like the $3,000 ones, and they're ordering 8 of them.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Lucky bastard.
Hey y'all, I'll sell 8 knives for less than $3,000 a piece. Hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm fucking available. What up?
Hey, Empty, you have a golden opportunity that all of us have had at some point in time, and now it's kind of over for us. But that moment that you go from something cheap to something with a really good heat treat, it's pretty incredible, man.
Yes.
Like deadlocks are cool and all, but like, man, I just can't get behind out the fronts like that deep.
What did this
For
cost?
sure.
Aren't these like
Again, amazing knives, great fucking building and manufacturing and all that shit. But like, I just can't.
There's no blade play.
I don't even. I don't know. It's just still a
Yeah,
silly,
there's some
silly
blood.
toy to me.
I mean, I can
It's
Yeah,
just a toy.
I can barely see it. I can feel it more than I can see it, but it's just a hair. But how much were these, Stevie? You remember? Aren't they like $200?
Yeah. Yeah. The
I mean, that's way better than a deadlock for sure.
Yeah, I just can't see another $2,800 worth of value.
no, I mean, and look,
That's what I'm saying.
I understand why they're selling them for that.
Yes.
But I can't. I would never.
Nope.
It's a status thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Because there are guys out there, and I work for one of them, and I have worked for guys like this before that they don't know that you could take this Iris, which is a fabulous knife, don't get me wrong, but be like, oh my God, this is a $3,000 knife. This is a handmade, and they'd be like, I want 10 of them.
Yeah.
You're telling me, and they'll take it and they'll look at it.
Will you sell them my knives? What are you doing? I'll give you a commission, bud.
And they'll be like, "Oh my God, you're right! I can't believe this. This is amazing."
It may very well be the best cutter.
Hook me up.
It may very well be the best
Donnie.
cutter you own. Now, how long will it stay sharp? I don't know, but it'll cut after it's not sharp too. That's a thing.
So, what I am saying, Donnie, is my old boss will be coming to. He lives 10 minutes from the Galleria, in Alpharetta. So he will be coming to Blade Show. He's my old boss.
Nice.
He's the one that was like, "Hey, I ordered like 10 Bradford Guardians for him on a thing.
What?
I've ordered him a bunch of Kershaws, and he's ready to step up into the custom world, and he's going to be walking the show on that Sunday with me.
Tell him to come by and say hi.
I can definitely swing you a bone, man.
I'd love for people to answer this. Is anybody really excited about something at Blade Show this year?
Half empty. What are you talking about? Are you talking about my website?
In
like
the
3 years
sense
old.
of,
I haven't touched
I
it.
already know what you're going to say.
in the sense of, I want to see what Donnie brings. I want to see what Edgy Blade Works brings.
I want to see what Edgy Blade Works brings.
You know, that's the stuff that excites me.
Edgy is all I'm looking forward to.
I want to see what Driver Defense brings. I want to go.
Oh, I like Driver. I followed him a long time.
Yeah.
If some of the guys Donnie's turned me on to are there, I'd like to see their shit. Production.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing production that even.
Nah.
The only production knife I'm excited about that I'm waiting for is my Rex 121 Sage 5 lightweight that I'm going to put scales on, and that's because of the steel.
I will say in the production world, I can't wait to see, like the Orion actually come out and,
Yeah, I like the Orion a lot.
Cole's Dead Sober's Tenable and Terry's Concept and Work Knife
Yep.
Balances. And,
Yep.
I like seeing the stuff, like the stuff that Loot's working on. But again, just
Oh, yeah.
production knives just don't. I'm not saying, and again,
I'm looking forward to handling Terry's knife and Cole's, and
yeah. And I hate that we have to constantly repeat this because people get lost in it. That doesn't mean I think all those knives suck.
No.
They're just
Not
not
at all.
from. They're
Not at
just
all.
they're just no longer what I'm interested in.
And Todd, to answer
For
that,
sure.
I am going the Sanford Owen route this year.
Brown bagging it.
Will be selling knives out of my sling bag. That's if I
Yeah,
have.
buddy.
I keep saying that, and every time I get close to any show that I plan to go to, I don't have any inventory. So if that would be the extent of it.
You'll definitely sell some knives in the pit. That's for sure.
I watched Sanford Sling. He showed up. He made that post on Instagram 2 years ago. Hey man, if you're looking for a sea otter, I got 8 of them. Pink, and just took a selfie.
Nice.
20 minutes later, I was buying the final 2 from him.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
He's like, why would I have spent money on the table? He's like, I just sold 8 knives in 20 minutes, dude.
I know. I'm already kind of feeling like that. I got a table this year. I got a table or whatever, but yeah, this is really not a point.
And Cheeto, to answer your smart ass self, I'm not ready, but I'm going to be. So I'll make you eat those words. It might be a year, it might be 3 years. But
Fuck you, Shane. Make a boy.
it's not that it's a bowie. And I know I can make the knife. I can make that knife.
We'll get on it.
I'm probably going to fuck up 10 of them.
Well, yeah, that's how it works, bud. That's how we learn.
I'm not in a position to do that just yet.
Oh, I get it.
But like I like finding now though the rare, the unknown. Like one of the favorite things I saw at Blade West this year was that guy Aaron Creates, who's making those hand forged autos.
Yep.
I'm not interested in that knife at all.
Sure.
Seeing what that dude's doing, finding those type of things, like
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. Will I ever buy one of those knives?
Maybe not, but it's still fucking awesome.
I learned
wicked.
I learned a valuable lesson from last year at Blade Show, Stevie. I will not be buying any blocks of scale material
of unstabilized.
Everything I bought's in there on my kitchen counter, fucking busted up, cracked, and chipped. None of it was any good.
Even that micarta that I bought there did the same thing too, right?
All right, Gary.
Yeah, not the Jew.
Right. But that original burlap that I
it's like they bring all their seconds there. I don't know.
By the way, you have tomorrow, I think it's going out, that resin Fordite.
Hey, did I show you what he sent me, dude? Hang on. I don't think I showed anybody. I bought one piece from him. I got the box and there was 3 in it. He just gave me 2. I want to show them to you. I think I know why. I'll show you. Oh shit! I took him to the shop. Damn it! I took him to the shop. But anyway, yeah, I bought one piece from Mike, and he gave me 2 more for free. But I think I know why.
This close to nipple right there, you ladies and gentlemen. This close.
I think one half of the block has got more color in it than the other half does.
Okay, yeah.
But that's fine for me.
Yeah, that's
Brian, I'm gonna bring a fucking goddamn drop point for you, and you better show up because I want to hang out with you.
I don't even remember if I saw Brian last year. I know he waited in line.
I only saw him because he camped out, and I saw him while he was on his cot.
Were you in Atlanta? I didn't realize that.
Who, Donnie?
No,
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
I don't think I saw him. I saw him
He
on
was.
a video where he was camped out in line.
Yep, I seen him there.
Oh, I can put the shirt back on? I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
But you paid the other $5, so there's them kisses.
Oh, Nips! Oh!
It's actually kind of warm. I wouldn't mind him leaving it off tonight.
Man, I guess Brian, but like you, can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
There's something weird just popped up on my.
We can
Anyway, but Brian, you go for like some of like the early access, like you're actually trying to buy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he got
tries to
right
get on
next
some shit
year.
for sure.
See, I no longer. The first year we're like, yeah, let's get the early bird passes, and then we realized, no, never.
Well, and he
And-
just got fucked at what was it, CCKS?
Me, no.
No, Brian.
Oh yeah. I saw his post
That
about it.
horror deal, yeah.
But oh man,
Soylent Green is people.
hold on. 7 years ago, my parents were eaten by pygmy cannibals, and I have never forgotten it. Susie Q.
Berlinski, that don't track.
But well, there's a lot of sympathy around here. Do you know how many grandpas have been killed around here? So Shane's had like 5 grandpas killed in the Great War.
Most of them by Japanese.
Kyle, we know you won't eat human. You won't even eat steak, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry to hear that about your folks, Susie Q. Berlinski.
Yeah, Susie Q. That's such a tragedy, man. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Come passe.
Yeah.
Did they wash your sister sauce?
That's a really cool last name you got for an
Sister sauce? What the fuck?
NETMNT.
I thought it was Blake's show that Brian camped out for, and then all the shit.
Kyle, show up, motherfucker. 2312 Reed Street, Omaha, Nebraska, bitch.
Box up, Kyle.
Box up, son.
Oh,
Oh, talk
Oh, wait a
shit.
minute, we got another one.
Talk shit over there.
wow.
That's
They're
terrible.
back.
It's terrible.
That's a different one. A farmer.
If
looks
those
at his
things
livestock
worked, I
and
wouldn't need a cow.
If those things worked, I wouldn't need a cow. So she looks at his crotch and says, if that thing's worked, I wouldn't need your brother. I get it. He's sleeping with his brother. That's
Oh, Carrot Destroyer. Hold on.
That's right,
Carrot
Kyle.
Destroyer.
Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, hold on. Carrot Destroyer. Any chance you went to high school with a Deborah Destroyer?
Uh-oh.
I went to high school with a Deborah Destroyer that said she had a cousin named Carrot. That's a pretty uncommon last name, so
surely that can't be a coincidence.
no. And don't call me Shirley.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Brian, you silly goose.
I didn't see that coming.
But now, look, when it comes to Blade Show, like I
I
think
just want to hang out.
we showed up to Blade Show with like an hour left this last year.
I know it sucks that I have to have a table. I just want to hang out with you guys.
Sharif got a table too this year.
Oh, I know. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna go bother him.
Yeah. Was excited for Sharif on that. He's gonna have
Me
some.
too, man. That's awesome.
What's that? I've not heard of Space Monkey.
That monkey.
That funky monkey.
I
That's
do
right.
not know. I do not know Space Monkey Knives. I know.
Shane know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know any monkey knives.
Brian, did you keep your... I don't know what those words mean, Kyle.
Mosier or the gunstock. Those are fancy schmancies.
I don't know, because Brian be like buying shit and then trading up.
That's
so
a gun stock handle. That's what that shape is called.
Brian's got the addiction.
I have to get this delivered this week, or I'm not going to be able to eat.
I feel that.
Man,
Susie Q's back.
Dude, my homeboy
Don't
fucking.
love yourself at Burger King because they got cameras everywhere.
He,
Sweetheart,
he,
I'm banned from fucking Burger King.
Yeah.
I'll take that advice.
he pissed on a Burger King fucking
I
all that.
once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually crazy.
I
So
hit,
allow me to amaze me.
I hit a kid in the face with a double cheeseburger at Burger King.
Stevie, I was talking about your uncanny ability earlier about how you can a cappella remember rap lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
I didn't
it's
sign
like
it
your
with the
superpower. Bro, I can quote every movie in the world. And I'm an old head like you are, but I can only come up with like a couple bars. You will literally come up with like full like half songs off the hip, off beat, just spoken word style. And I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Talking to me
Well,
like a half hour about it earlier tonight, about how I like respect this.
allow
Yeah,
me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me, you know? Because I'm still getting in the girl's pants. And I even got my own dance.
What dance is that?
The Humpty dance.
Oh,
That's
good
right.
dance.
Here's your chance.
Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump.
No, seriously, I was
That
literally
song-
talking to Ernie about this while we were cooking. It was hilarious.
That was the perfect song
Thank you.
at the perfect time, dude.
Yes, it was.
We've never needed a song more than we needed.
Oh, it was fucking Petey Pablo. That's what sparked it. I was like, Ernie.
North Carolina.
Yes, exactly. I was like, Ernie.
Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head like a helicopter.
I was like, Ernie, I know you've heard Stevie recite fucking rap lyrics because he's like me, but the other night we were on live and somebody literally said the word helicopter, and that's all it sparked. And Stevie recited this whole goddamn first half of the song, acapella, fucking like spoken word style, just like nonchalant, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, thank you.
Mad props. Mad
Stevie
props.
is a well of useless information.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, man, it's late for you mofos too.
Yeah, it's late for me. I'm about to
11,
kill it.
quarter to 12 here.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
I'm not going to answer that.
Hold on.
What's going on?
I'm starting to think maybe Susie Q. Berlinski isn't a real person.
No,
I'm starting
not.
to think she's not a cute little Asian chick. That's for
Definitely not.
Oh my goodness, I have something to tell you guys.
Uh-oh.
That's
Speaking
not
of cute little Asian chicks.
Hey.
No. So can I share my screen?
You can do whatever you want, dude. This your
Who are you asking?
You can shut this shit down if you feel like it. Steve.
Hey.
You have the power.
Okay. So I'm having
There's your
lunch
answer.
with a homeless. Okay. Don't you mean just unhoused? You're just unhoused. You're not homeless. You're just
Yeah.
unhoused.
He's from the Pacific Northwest. There's no such
Yeah.
thing as homeless. Currently unhoused.
No, I'm sorry. That's not what it is anymore. You're not even unhoused. You're experiencing homelessness.
Right.
I've been corrected.
I'm
sorry.
experiencing
Crispy. I like to funk these.
shitheadedness.
Oh yeah. I'm not a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, but I do like the last Ronin series. Anyway, so I'm having lunch with someone earlier this week, a coworker of sorts, and he's like, "Man, I met this girl, and we're starting to get pretty serious. We met online, but I'm thinking about going and meeting up with her." I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, hey, here's a picture of her. And he shows me this picture. And I'm like, okay. I know what I want to say, but I didn't say it. He tells me how they met. I have finally told him, but hold on, I'm filibustering while I find
I'm flabbergasted.
So about a month ago, I get a text message. This is a screen capture of the actual text message here.
Yeah, let's grab a beer. Right
So it was. I just got out of the blue.
Hey, Steve.
How are you? And I didn't know. It depends on who's asking. Then I get that picture. It says, "Ha, I'm Laura. Don't you remember me? I think we met on LinkedIn because I have your number on my phone. So I tried to say hello, and I hope I didn't disturb you." And I just said, "Nope, doesn't ring a bell." So water heaters. What are your thoughts?
Nice.
Because I'm like, this is a bot, right? Well, the picture that he showed me was that exact same picture.
Nice.
Ouch. Man, that sucks, dude. You have to tell them and fucking. Man, that sucks.
Yeah. I'm like, so I finally gotten. I couldn't. I didn't want to have to tell him, but I had to tell him. I'm like, did you meet the lady Laura on LinkedIn? He's like, yeah. I'm like, did she message you first? And he's like, yeah, she had seen my profile or something. And I'm like, check this out. And I sent him screen captures. And mine was like 4 months before his. And he was like,
I don't want spelling bees. Fuck you.
He was like, that's hilarious that I fell for that.
Yeah. Let me show y'all something cool, man. I've never met this dude, but fellow knife maker, Chino Blades. That's awesome, man, when another knife maker gives you a fire emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Post.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody should be doing that.
Oh, yeah, for sure, Ryan. For sure. And they're trained to, if you answer a certain way, it'll keep them going. That's why I always throw them off. That's why, I mean, you can see exactly what my response was. I don't take the bait for stuff like this. Yeah. That's why I was like, nope, doesn't ring a bell. So, water heaters, what are your thoughts? They couldn't come up with a, it took them 2 months to respond.
2 months?
Yeah, look that was on a Sunday, June 3rd, and then it was on a Wednesday, the 18th, which happens when he saw that. He's like, that's right around the time I started talking to her. I'm like, stop saying her. I'm like, you're not talking to her. I
wish one would do that to me and ask for a meetup. If they offered for a meetup local, I'd go. I just want to see what happens. Maybe I get to put a cap in somebody. Because I am curious. I'm always curious about those things just to see what the end game is.
I'm not curious at all.
Yeah, I felt bad for him, dude, because he was like, dude, I've never been more happy. This chick's awesome. He's like, she lives in Miami. I think I'm gonna go see her.
That's fucked up.
So what do you think her next step was? Her offering to come to him?
Well, that
ticket or
I was talking to the missus about it. She's like, so what's the end game for this? Because is she just not gonna? Or I'm still saying is this person gonna be there? Are they not gonna be there? Is it a long game to scam someone out of?
From what I understand, they give you an excuse of why you can't come there, and then they're going to come to you, and then there's going to be another excuse, and they pretty much end up asking you to send them the money for the plane ticket. They take the money and it's over.
Or my brain goes right to you show up, and then the next thing you're waking up in a bathtub full of ice.
That's always possible.
Yeah,
that's always possible. But the people the stories I've heard of people falling for it, they ended up sending them money for travel, and then of course they never show up. Yeah. That's right, Ryan. If I go meet one of them, I'm taking the Hogue with me.
Old Dougie Ritter would be proud.
Would he? You think?
No.
He would think it set knife rights back 20 years.
Old
I still
Ritter.
regret that I can't put to words how, like, I've dissected that situation so many times in my head. And the thing I always come back to is, why did I grab it in the first place? Like, it never crossed my mind to open it. I never thought about cutting or stabbing somebody. I've no idea why. Yeah. Dougie's a good egg. Yeah. All right, guys. I got to get out of here.
What?
Yeah.
I got to hit
it's
save.
What?
We're rolling up on 3 hours, Doug. You've had 3 hours to be pretentious. You've had 3 hours to be pretentious. That's plenty.
I've pretty much kept my mouth shut. Fuck you.
Oh, did you really?
No.
That's better.
Did I do that?
No, good kid. Love all by all.
All right, guys.
Peace and humpiness forever.
And I appreciate the amount of time y'all spend with me and this fucking asshole down here. Buys knives and whatnot. Buys beard oil. Y'all know how it works. See y'all.
That's right. Love all by all.
Deuces.
You added